hop out. I'm the flyest motherfucker at the kickback. Not a competition, little boy with a wrist that. Meet me in the bathroom, I don't want to chit chat.
Oh yeah, sounds crispy as fuck, bro. All right,
I'm so like, how did you end up getting all this? You must have like saved up hella bands for all this equipment.
Unemployment money, bro. That's what.
Oh, bro.
Dude, no. Yeah. When I had that unemployment money during like quarantine, I was balling. I was eating food, so much food.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the unemployment checks came in. Everybody was going crazy, bro. No, I was going a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
And like now we're like, what do you want to eat? I don't know, bro. Because we're like thinking about like that's just gonna be expensive. Yeah. Like that shit. I don't know. We'll just eat something at home. Well, what do we have at home? Got a quesadilla? I don't know. It's literally cheese and a tortilla. But back then we were like, what do you want to eat? Taco Bell? Nah. In-N-Out? Nah. Burger King? Nah. Jack in the Box? Sure, let's go. So we would just go to Jack in the Box literally all the time because it was just down the street. Dude, the plug. And now it's like kind of expensive too.
Yeah, nah. Jack in the Box is solid, bro. In my opinion, it's top. I want to say it's top 10 fast foods because it has almost everything. Mm-hmm. You don't really need to go really anywhere. I mean, I'm a big. I like Taco Bell. There's a Starbucks I go to over on Archibald or whatever. And when I be studying something, I'm like, all right, I'm hungry. Let me go get some from Taco Bell. But it's solid too. It's solid.
I haven't been enjoying Taco Bell. Either like the service is kind of bad. Like they're like, all right, here, and they forget something, or like they just don't care.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. The food's just not the same anymore.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both, bro. I don't know. Yeah. Like. I don't know. Like the last time I was there. We were gonna. Me and my friends were gonna see John Wick. I was low-key running late because I was trying to pick up my order. And low-key, I be sneaking the food in the theaters. I don't give a fuck. Like,
dude, I do too. If you don't go in with a freaking Subway, back then the freaking $5 footlongs, and the movie theater.
They used to cap about the $5. It'd be $5 and then. Oh, and then when you add the extra, it's like $10.95. I don't know.
Nah, bro, the cap was like $7, I think, for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The $5 footlong.
Okay. See, my mom, she had 3 boys, so like we all, we got extra like pepperoni or something like that.
You need to eat, so it's like everyone needed their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how it is like that.
Yeah. What's like your go-to for like a Subway sandwich? Or no, you be going to Jimmy John's though, right?
Dude, that's your place, no, Jimmy John's has some good sandwiches. Okay. The last one that I tried, the pesto caprese pesto salami or something like that. Salami pesto. Caprese salami pesto from Jimmy John's. That one that I just tried. Okay. That one was good. Okay.
I don't know. I remember being in Arizona for college and I don't know, my roommates. The people that were next to us, our neighbors, like, bro, you gotta try Jimmy John's. And I thought it was okay. Like I think they like when we were all getting to know each other in the dorms, they like gave out like catering for that.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Maybe I just got a basic ass sandwich though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh yeah, this is that sandwich, but you getting the Pepto, not Pepto, pesto,
Pepto-Bismol?
The pesto capriccio. Man, that sound like.
Nah, bro, it's got like some like little. I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but it's got like little slices of cheese on the bottom, and then the salami, and then like all the other freaking meats, and then on the bottom there's the pesto on the bread with like some sauce, some brown sauce that's kind of like sweet and tangy, pretty freaking good. Okay. And then some roasted tomatoes with like a nice seasoning to them too, and they're really good. They're like sweet almost.
Oh shoot! Yeah, roasted cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, yeah, roasted cherry tomatoes, and they're really really good. Okay. The only reason I tried Jimmy John's because I had seen it for a while. I was like, but I've already had sandwiches from this place and this place. Like, I'm not gonna go on. I don't know. It just didn't seem like as familiar to me. It's just like, why am I gonna go out of my comfort zone and just? I already know what's good.
Yeah.
But then I was like UFC, and then every single time it says sponsored by Jimmy John's. Like, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna watch the UFC, I need to try Jimmy John's because like I haven't tried it yet, and I'm seeing it constantly every single time I watch the fights, and I need to try it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to ask you because you got big into. I know. Did my cousin got you in the UFC, right?
No, bro. I've been
but
he started talking to me about it. I was like, yeah, bro. I remember watching UFC with my dad a lot. Like my dad was a wrestler. I've said this before. He was a wrestler, and then he started doing. His coach was like super rude. I gotta have his coach on here actually, so you can hear his stories because they're fucking crazy, bro. bro.
Okay.
Like historical moments that people like UFC have never heard go down before that they wouldn't believe. Swear I need to have him on this podcast
Okay. No, that's lit.
it's not just like his history. No, it's UFC history that was never told. You know, it needs to come out. It's gonna be good. But
sure.
like he's always been around that environment of like fighters or wrestling. I was wrestling or I was doing jiu-jitsu or something like that. You know, combat sports. And well, my dad was always watching boxing and UFC. I remember seeing Conor McGregor first come out. I was like, holy shit! Like these guys are freaking crazy. Or like when like the old days of like BJ Penn and like these like older fighters. And now it's like I'm really into it. Like okay, he was like, bro, yeah, UFC be going crazy. And I'm like, what? Let me see this. Let me see where you're at. He's like, listen, I'm gonna put you onto something and then you do the rest. I was like, okay, cool. He showed me a couple of fights and I was like, fuck, I have been missing out. I need to study. And that's what I literally at least once a day I watch a fight.
Okay.
I've been watching fights every single day, especially with my dad too.
So for me, I wish I was more in the UFC. I'm more into like the martial arts movie scene. So like,
yeah,
if you told me about like I seen this movie, like I can literally tell you like behind the scenes info on like this movie. Like I wish I was just more into UFC. I mean, I'll be looking at some of the fighters, like of course all the African fighters. That's
you should look into Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez, La Pantera.
Okay.
Cause you do like the fight sequences for your movies, right?
Yeah.
The shit that guy does in the octagon, bro, is something that you don't really see in the octagon. It's some special shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know Blaziken from Pokemon?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what he reminds me of, bro. The way he fights, like a fucking fighting rooster, spinning kicks and shit.
Oh shit!
Swear to God, bro, you're gonna be so impressed, and you're gonna get like some of those moves and then adapt them into your movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's really hard. Yeah, like when you do that stuff, trying to adapt like UFC or like, I mean, the only person I feel like that's been able to like really adapt that style of fighting is like Donnie Yen. I don't know if you ever seen SPL or Flashpoint. He's like the only guy that was able to see all the UFC stuff. Like, you know what? You could put this into a film.
Yeah,
you can make it adaptable for a film, like fighting. And he's the only, so far he's been the only one to do it. I think they did it pretty good in I mean, I guess if you consider MMA, you could also say Undisputed 2 with Scott Adkins and Michael J. White. Which is also MMA like because of like the type of style.
Scott Adkins is the one that was in Boyka, right?
He was Boyka.
Boyka was fucking crazy, dude.
Bro. He's Scott Adkins, man. He's fucking dope. Yeah, everybody if they don't know who he is, they'll know who Boyka is for sure because he ended up getting his own movies and stuff, and kind of redeeming himself. But yeah, man, like that's the only times I've seen MMA really take. That looks really good on film. Like other than that, it's really hard to capture that. Yeah. So far, I say Donnie Yen's like the only guy that's been doing it.
It is really hard to capture MMA and like make it believable. Yeah. Because if you don't get the moves right, if someone who actually like, knows about MMA and like sees someone do it, you're like, nope, that arm needs to be around. That's not in reality. That wouldn't choke.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Because like it's all about that balance of what looks cinematically pleasing. And what is like, oh, could this actually work? And sometimes, like, because you're watching a movie, you're not always gonna have the liberty of like, oh, yeah, this still works or this doesn't work. Like, like sometimes it just like so. Sometimes I'll be watching GQ, like they'll have like Muay Thai expert analyzes fight scenes, and she'll be like, oh yeah, he didn't do that teep right because
when you kick, you wanna twerk your body.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, it's a movie. Like, there's a fantasy element, and then also, of course, the actual actor. You know, the actor is probably, is not trying to do an actual kick. Like, he's trying to showcase the kick. He's trying to like show the kick, and he's not trying to hurt nobody. And because that's the hard part. You have to balance like the cinematic element and then the actual practical fight usage of it, and then make sure you're not hurting somebody, and then you have to be able to do it like 500 times on camera, on command,
and not get hurt throughout the entire process of it.
Exactly.
Which is fucking hard when you're practicing hurting somebody.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's like most MMA fighters, like, like you could be the best fighter, but like the minute you step into a film set and they tell you, oh, you got to do this combination this way, like, it's lost on some people. But like, and that's why I respect a lot of people that do it on screen. And not to say I don't respect people that do UFC. To be in the octagon and to go X amount of rounds and beat the shit out of somebody, that takes a level of athleticism that I do not possess.
I've heard so many people say that humans are not able to, or shouldn't be able to fight 25 minutes like this the entire time.
Yeah.
That we're not capable of doing so because we just gas out. So what they're saying, like, oh, they want to remove rounds so it finishes faster so we can make a sprint instead of a marathon. Because that really is a marathon. You got to hang tight. Because if you gas out during a fight,
you're done.
You're done.
God, no, that'd be insane to gas out.
I think that's probably like a fighter's worst fear, to gas out during a fight. Because at that point, you literally can't move. You're like, as much as you want to, you're like, ah. Oh.
Yeah, bro, that's insane. I don't know, that is scary. Like, being in a fight and you just don't have any energy to do anything. Like, nah. That's why I do it for fakesies, man. That's why I just do it for my movies, because I couldn't.
You wouldn't practice like a martial art? I always recommend jujitsu. Jujitsu is for everybody, bro.
For sure. Yeah, I seen John Wick and I like the way they be throwing around, and I like jujitsu and like judo. Yeah, you know, those are really dope. Like techniques. They a lot of like those martial arts. Those are really cool. Yeah, I started off with taekwondo when I was me and my brother. My twin brother. We started off doing taekwondo at some community center at the park. We got up to a yellow belt, and then I ended up just like practicing by myself and stuff like. Let me see. I need to bring my here. I started practicing. We started practicing on our own. Yeah, yeah. And like I remember, there'd be like our friend. I have an issue with the belt system. I think it's kind of lame. It's kind of pay to play. I'm not. Yeah, no, it's because it depends on where you go. Because there are some gyms where it's like, oh, you've been here for 2 months. Here's a belt. Yeah. Instead of like you need to earn it. Keep paying. Than to really train, and that's why I feel like, okay, with jujitsu and like judo, with like martial arts that aren't performance based, or they don't have a performance like element to them, you have to work a lot harder to earn those belts. It takes so long to get a black belt and so long to get a red belt. Red belt, like most black belts, probably won't get a red belt because you gotta be like doing the sport, and like that's your life now at this point. Jujitsu is your life in order to get a red belt. Yeah, and I remember one of my homies, Nathan, he asked me to help with choreography for his film. And he was like, oh, he said you wanted John Wick-esque. I'm like, damn, bro. That's hard, I don't know jujitsu or judo. And I have to, I mean, yeah, we could pull it off, but I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about judo. I don't know nothing about jujitsu. Like, I know how it looks. Pawn Star, bro, be like, let me call in an expert. Yeah, like, I know how visually how the style looks. Can I do it myself? No, and I couldn't possibly do something, and I wouldn't know how to do it personally. Like that's just like, yeah. If I ask someone, yo, can you do this like scarf grab, hold, throw, and I'm like, and I can't do it, then it's like, it's not mathing up, bro. Yeah, bro. But like, you should go like whenever you need to like learn something, you should go to one of like the classes or one of the gyms and be like, hey, can one of you guys help me out with the movie? Like, you guys know a little bit more than me. You guys have the knowledge, so just come on, like, go have some fun. Yeah, I lean towards like the Jackie Chan style of fighting, where like kind of like a lot of exactly like I can do the old school like Shaw Brothers Golden Harvest stuff. I can do the more modern day fighting. I could do the kickboxer. I could do all that, but I can't do like John Wick as because that's levels, bro. That shit is fucking crazy. I haven't seen the fourth one. We were gonna go watch it yesterday, but for real? Yeah, the way the schedule they were planning, I just was a driver and they couldn't get the schedule planned, so I was like, okay, we missed it. Yeah, no, John Wick 4 was definitely action wise, everything wise, production value. Like everything went up a notch, and it's like you could tell with each movie that came. Yeah, it just gets better and better. Yeah, I fucking loved it, bro. I did have an issue with the ending because then it's like now they're talking about John Wick 5, and I'm like, everything that happened the previous movies shouldn't even like have really transpired anyway. Oh, is it like a Fast and the Furious thing where they just want to keep it going? I hope it's not. I think if Chad's a smart director, he'd stop where he's at. And kind of just let it just go and fizzle out. Because we're already getting the Continental. We're already getting like a prequel to basically the whole realm of John Wick. Yeah. And how it all started. Yeah, and then we're also getting a spinoff, The Ballerina. Oh shit! So it's like, yeah. Is that like almost like a Black Widow version of John Wick? Yeah. So, and I think it's that one's starring Anna de Armas, and then that one will have Keanu Reeves. Yeah, she's beautiful, by the way. No, she's fine. Yeah, bro. I saw her the first time I think I like really saw her was in Knives Out. And the The whodunit movie.
The
right?
maid, yeah. No,
Okay.
she's like the nurse. The nurse for
she's
the the whodunit movie. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. I that's Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
Is it Ryan, the director?
Oh, I have no idea, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
think they try to keep it going with Glass Onion. And
Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
Okay, but is Knives Out good?
Yeah, bro. If you haven't seen Knives Out, you should
I've
definitely
seen
watch
Chris
it.
Evans with the "You eat shit, you eat shit." I was
You
like,
eat shit too. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody.
and then yeah, that movie. I've been not watching a lot of movies, bro. Like I've been trying to make it a habit to like go and watch movies at the theaters now. Like
Yeah.
and that's not a Marvel movie, and it's like what's the last movie I watched in theaters that wasn't like no, well, literally John Wick 4. We seen John Wick 4. Then what's the other movie we watched?
You seen
Creed.
Oh.
We watched Creed. No, Creed 3 was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I fucked with it. And then I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Have you seen the Mario movie?
I haven't, but I want to.
We were gonna watch that one yesterday in 3D, but
Oh.
again, the schedules weren't freaking.
Oh man, that's insane. I remember. Yeah, I knew they were gonna do the movie. I thought they were just gonna. All right, cool. They're gonna do Mario, and then I actually seen the trailers. Like, oh,
Yeah.
no, this looks really good. And then you told me, and then Jack Black had a really good voice for Bowser.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he's
I think
talented
it's just
too.
Jack Black, bro. He knows
Yeah.
how to play the part for anything. He's
Yeah.
just in it, you know?
Yeah, he just puts all his like energy into something. And like, I think his best film by far, it's either a tie between Nacho Libre
Uh-huh.
or School of Rock.
School of Rock was
School of Rock is
good.
probably his magnum opus. I'm not gonna lie, because that was just him doing what he does best. Just rocking out, having a good time and stuff.
It just showed who Jack Black was. He just
Yeah.
said go.
Yeah, that's
You know?
like a quintessential Jack Black movie. Like, oh, if you want to know who this guy is, yeah, just watch School of Rock. And then
Yeah.
Nacho Libre, I don't know. That's just something about that. I have a question. Did you? I wonder if people felt offended when he was portraying like a Hispanic dude. I don't think no one got offended.
That's the beautiful part of Mexico, that we don't really get offended by shit like that. We have fun with it. It's like,
Yeah.
cause it's like, bro, we make fun of each other. Like, who gives a fuck?
Because people were like so offended when they saw Robert Downey Jr. in blackface in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you're missing the whole point. It's like there's some like the comedic aspect. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's like how actors go and like do this method acting shit. And like people miss the complete humor of what he was doing, and I found it hilarious.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. Like I don't know. People. I mean, it is people get.
It's just they don't like having fun with it. They want that to hurt them, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you're gonna get offended because you're asking for it. Like, just have fun with it. It's a movie.
Yeah, bro. That's why I'm like, bro. And I'm like, I wish we could have more movies like that. Of course, where they don't. Not that they're not trying to offend, but people like kind of would like loosen up a little bit. But because I blame the internet though, because everybody's opinion is valid. Everybody has something to say. Everybody is like, oh yeah, like no, this isn't cool. Like I feel like people
People are quick to hate.
Yeah, the funny part about the internet is that people could just shut the shit off and just move on with their life. But some people just don't have a life and they're just on the internet 24/7.
And they let it affect them, bro.
Exactly.
And once it affects them, they affect other fucking people. And you're like, dude, just calm down.
Right. And like I remember Tyler the Creator quote tweet. He was like, I don't know how y'all niggas get cyberbullied. Just turn off the fucking screen. I'm like, yo,
Dude,
facts.
for real, just turn it off.
Like, why do y'all let people get under your skin? Like, I don't know. Y'all will let people that don't know you get under your skin, but you're feeding into the person's algorithm. Like, like I don't get it. I just don't. I don't know. I just think that the internet's probably the worst thing that's ever happened.
It's the best worst thing ever.
For sure. I also I don't like TikTok either. I know I'm gonna need TikTok to promote my films.
Exactly, but I don't want to be on TikTok.
I don't want to be on TikTok. Like, oh my gosh.
And it's so hard because it's like once you're in it, you're like promoting your stuff on there, and you're like consistently on there. It's so hard to just like delete it because I want to get rid of it so bad, bro.
And you use it for the kickback and
the
everything.
Kickback for myself, for Joan's MMA Corner. I have it on TikTok, Instagram, everything. So it's like I'm always on social media. So it's so hard. It's so easy to get distracted.
When is like. Do you ever try to like log off? Like, do you ever try to? Because that's something I want to try. Like, just
no, because
like,
I'm afraid I'm gonna forget my passwords.
Oh, okay.
Kind of suck with that.
Okay, for sure. Or like, oh, that sucks. Yeah,
yeah. Because you can't log in.
This might be bad, but I have everything synced to my Google account.
Uh huh.
So like, if I'm like, I can just if I'm at like like at a different place, I could just sync it, and I'm like, all right, cool. I could just log in and stuff.
Yeah, and you have the two-factor authentication.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, cool. No one can get into it. They don't have my device, but yeah, man. Like one of these, I just want to like not be on social media for like a week, maybe even a month, and just chill and just
a detox.
Yeah, I don't even be posting like that. Only because I have this rule where when I post something, I have to be doing something cool, or I have to be like something has to be happening where I'm like, all right, cool, I can post this, or I'll post on my story, but like I just haven't posted anything in a minute. I don't post a lot. I don't know. I'm slowly starting to like not see the use of social media anymore in my life. But I feel like if I do log out, I will be lost. I won't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And maybe that might be for the best. Like not
knowing. There's a lot of bullshit going on, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I saw the episode where you and your dad were talking about what was going down.
Yeah, bro, like stuff like that. Like
that shit pissed me off.
That's actually happening. And then we just had like another one. What the fuck?
Bro. That's just insane, bro. Like, and we act like, oh, there's just nothing we can do about it. And it's like
another day in America, the best country in the world.
Right. You want me to believe it's the best country in the world, but y'all letting.
And that's the thing, bro. This country in reality, like if America like stops fucking functioning, like we'll just go to Mexico, we'll just go to Canada. No, like this is the best spot to go. So this is this is what we need to like protect. So when people say like, oh, don't let it affect you, don't get too into it. Like I really don't want to be into it. But now it's like the future of everybody, not just me.
Yeah.
And they don't see it.
I used to like pride myself like, oh, I don't really care about politics or anything.
Me too. Exactly.
But it's like, nah, even if you don't care,
as you get older, you know?
Even if you don't care, you have to be at least aware of what the fuck is going on. It's not cute to not be aware at all. Like to not be aware of what the fuck is going on with our world. Like the fact that the US dollar is not gonna be like
implemented anymore into the oil trade of like China and Iran or something.
Exactly. Like
that's a big thing.
That is big.
The dollar in Mexico, the value of the dollar went down in Mexico already.
Damn. Really?
Yep.
See, I did not know that. Now that I know, I'm aware. That's insane. Nah.
The Mexican president is saying a lot of shit to America or to the American leaders. He's like, y'all keep blaming everybody else except for yourself. Like, you guys are being so narcissistic, saying, oh, the drugs are coming from Mexico, and when you guys are literally the ones implementing, like, everything into your own nation. Right. Causing havoc in your own nations, and blaming it on everyone else because it's not your fault. The Mexican president is saying that shit.
Yeah, bro, that is insane. If someone from another country is calling us out on our bullshit. Well, I don't claim this country, but I live here, so... Yeah.
That's kind of what he was getting to. He's like, don't start saying that you guys are in control, that... we work for you, because no, Mexico is its own country and you guys are its own country and you guys are messing up. Yeah, bro. Get your shit together, America. That's literally what the Mexican president was saying.
This country needs to get their shit together.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that we start the year off with a goddamn shooting, bro.
That's how every year starts off. Every year
starts off with somebody getting shot.
With some big bad story.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that they're using it like I think the recent shooting was with the transgender person, right?
Yeah, another one. Yeah,
they're trying to now make it like a transgender issue. It's like, no, bro, it's a gun registration, gun law issue. Like,
no, I think that it's a family issue. Because I think that, let's just say those transgender people actually were getting taken care of at home. Yeah, that they were being loved by their parents. That they were being understood by their parents. Like actually, like. Not like emotionally. I'm saying logically. Like, okay, like why are you feeling like this? Well, just know that we love you, dude. Like, don't imagine how many school shootings would have been avoided if like the parents were actually like there for their kid.
Yeah, I agree. No, I actually fucking agree.
Because how I said it in the last podcast, like imagine if they take everyone's guns away, and there's some crazy people out there with guns. But since you can't buy one legally and they can get one illegally, now you're in danger. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't really like guns, but if we get to the point where we can't protect ourselves, bro, and we let the crazy people, the people that actually want to hurt others, have them have the guns, it's gonna be crazy for us.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Like, and it's something most people don't think about or don't want to think about, but it's reality. And yeah, I do agree with that. I feel like a lot of people just don't talk to their kid and they assume, oh well, Johnny said he had a good day at school, so what am I gonna like, bro? No, some of these kids are going through the worst shit of their lives, but they can't tell you that because maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. I think like being a transgender person, it's not easy. It's
At
not
all. Yeah.
easy at all. So it's like, yeah, like imagine, and yeah, who knows? Maybe the parents just didn't understand it. And like, yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's always like a GoFundMe for like like homeless transgender like teens or adults, and it's like, man, like, and you're telling me that someone wanted to go and hurt other people, and like the only person that would go and hurt other people is someone who's hurt themselves. Like no one just
exactly.
There's just no way like they just chose. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna shoot up a school because
I've been hearing like a whole bunch of like people, not I wouldn't say motivational people, but they give like really good advice to yourself, and it's a Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you heard stuff he's been talking about, you know, and he's like, oh, you need to be able to control your emotions, like practice stoicism, because those emotions is what allows you to, or what causes these big massive outbreaks in the world of like a huge bad story that comes up next. And it's true, like if you don't have your emotions in check, you're gonna say something or do something irrational, and you're gonna end up hurting yourself or somebody else. And that's exactly what's going on. It's these people who want to be heard, who don't have their emotions in control. They don't have their mind in control. Controlling your mind is step one, and these people haven't been taught how to control their mind. And it's good that our generation too is like slowly maturing, I guess, in a way where we're understanding more of like what we want to bring into our lives, and then later on into our kids' lives. Like I want my kid to be strong, confident, courageous, and once he's like that and he starts shining, everybody's gonna want to be like that too.
Yeah.
So it starts with you and your family in your house. That's the only way I think everything's gonna make a change. Because if you take guns away, I mean, look at what's it called? Britain. They took the guns away, but they still got knives. People are shanking each other left and right. Is what I've been hearing in the media. Who knows if it's true, but it's a big thing over there that they've been talking about a lot. Yeah, bro. Even in music. Yeah. In the English drill music.
Yeah, even if you can't, like, I understand, like, I used to be like, why do people care so much about their guns? And I'm like, I get it. They want to protect themselves. People have families. They want to protect each other. But it's like, I don't know. Like, and yeah, I can't even say it's a gun, like registration or law issue. Yeah, but yeah, the prevention is most likely the best cure. So it's like, yeah, if you don't want someone shooting up school, maybe you should like check in on them or something like that, or like somehow like it's just this can't keep happening, and we're still we can't and saying we just can't do anything about it. But had it been somebody who like I saw some videos like because it was if it was a white kid, it wouldn't have happened. We don't
imagine
do
if it was like a celebrity's kid.
Yeah.
How big of a story that would be, and all of a sudden we need a change.
Yeah.
And now it's important because this celebrity's kid like got injured or got killed.
Right.
Like it sucks, but this is what it takes for you guys to realize that this is going on.
Right. That's why, people be fake outrage. Selective outrage, as Chris Rock puts it. But yeah, like I do agree. Yeah, like
what did you think about that actually? The outrage.
I think it's funny because, you talking about with Chris Rock's thing?
Yeah, Chris Rock's special.
I think it's funny because he was also practicing selective outrage while talking about it, which I think
that was the irony behind it.
Which is the irony, yeah. Like, yeah, and I agree, and I'm like, I guess people are getting tired of comedians now because they're using their stages to like protest about the state of comedy and now, woke agendas ruining. But some of y'all just aren't fucking funny. Like if y'all have to disrespect somebody to say a joke, maybe you're not funny. Maybe you're just mean, bro. Like,
if you rely on being mean, that's how some people are. Oh, that's just the way I am. That's how I'm with people.
I'm a free thinker, so I say no, bro. You're just a mean fucking asshole.
That's just me being friendly. I'm like, no, you're just being mean. Right? Like, what are you talking about?
You're not a nice person, and it's okay because what we do to not nice people, we just don't fuck with them. And it's like people, they use their bluntness to as a I'm being real, but really they're being fucked up and they're being assholes. I don't fuck with that. Yeah. There's a time and place for everything. Like,
or like how some comedians, they just curse up a storm, and in order for them to be funny, they need to say every single bad word in the vocabulary.
Yeah. Yeah. And like some people aren't funny. It's not. I think Seth Rogen said maybe you're just like you need to change your material up. Yeah. And I agree with Chris Rock though. I mean, he was choosing to get paid to then speak about what happened with him and Will and all that.
Yeah. People wanted to hear that. That's why they came. They were like, I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for what you're about to say.
But it's smart though. Get paid to talk about your pain in a sense. But I mean, that's just another Tuesday for Chris Rock. I mean, he got paid to talk about it, and he probably doesn't even care about it. But like, yeah, people were like, oh, like I remember, yeah, people when Will ended up apologizing, they're like, oh, that apology wasn't good enough, or people were speaking on an apology that had nothing to do with them, bro.
Yeah, that they started letting it affect them. Like, you don't need an apology, just stay out of it. Let them fucking handle it.
Right, like, bro,
they're two grown ass men. Like, calm the fuck down.
At least, yeah, he could have just said nothing, and just let it ride. He should have just said nothing, and nobody would have cared, bro. But like the fact that he said, you know, I'm gonna use since I slapped you in the public eye, I'm gonna apologize in the public eye. It only makes sense. You can't slap somebody and then be like, hey man, I'm sorry, like you know how it is. Sometimes keep that same. And I respected that, but I'm like, bro, you know, you didn't have to. That and then he was calling him out on that selective outrage when everybody was calling him out for the August Alsina shit, and him and his wife pretty much hating his guts and using every opportunity. And I'm like, damn, with Chris Rock, he was practicing selective outrage and stuff like that. But I mean, it happened to him. Like, you can't tell somebody when.
It's part of how. Yeah, it happened to him. It's his life. If he's gonna share it, it's because it actually happened. Yeah. And now he's implementing it in the practice of speech. You know. Yeah,
it's like you can't get mad for him practicing selective outrage when like everyone does it. Like, we all do it. It's a bias we all have. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we'll get mad at someone else for doing the same thing someone else did because we don't like that person. Like,
and then the people that are getting mad have gotten mad over the smallest of shit. You know, so it's like, okay, you're getting mad that he's mad, but you're mad. Yeah, you're mad because he's mad, and that's what. Like, you let it affect you, so you're already on the wrong track. Exactly, because you're in the same exact spot as him. Exactly. Instead of just like listening, you're like you start thinking about the things that he's saying instead of feeling what they're saying.
See, that's the thing. When people will hear you, but they don't listen because they'll hear you like, yeah. But what about this? And it's like people want to hear people talk for a response so they can think of a clever tweet or something like that. They see, people be on Twitter so much, they think everything they say is going to be some banger tweet in their head, and then when they say it sounds stupid. Like,
they just sent a message to the earth.
Right.
You're like, bro, you just sent a tweet out. Come down to your 200 followers.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, I don't know. That's why I don't like the internet. The internet's the greatest thing. We have all these resources. We get money on the internet. Like, literally, most people are millionaires off the internet. Yep. Like, you were just talking to Jamal, right?
Jamal, yep.
Bro's an entrepreneur, and like, I don't know. I'm not saying he wouldn't have that if the internet wasn't there. He probably would have still been getting to the bag. But like, I feel like the internet has helped him like outreach a lot of people.
Yeah, a huge advantage if you know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I respect. But people be on the internet just
for some stupid shit.
Just be on some stupid, just taking up space. I'm sorry. Like, that's and like, and I'm like, I'm so glad we have the internet, and like our generation has utilized the internet for all these great things. But then all the stupid shit that we've accomplished with it, like at the same time, and it's like, man, like,
and that's just our algorithm here in the United States. Because I heard that in China, that all this stuff that comes up on their For You page is people graduating from college or people achieving something, accomplishing something for the government, good in their family, you know, something really good and positive, studying mathematics. Yeah, we have fucking.
Yeah, bro. We got I'm a Savage, classy, bougie. When they got Bill Nye the Science Guy on TikTok, I'm like, bro, nah, man. There's some, and then you're telling me like that's crazy. Like, apparently we get the dumb version of TikTok, which that says a lot about this country. Like, damn, we don't get Bill Nye. Like, they get PBS Kids over there. We get MTV on our phones for TikTok. That's insane, bro. Ain't no way. But I have a question I want to ask you. So like, where do you see yourself with like creating content? Like, where do you see yourself with this whole machine you got going on? Because there's got to be an end game.
As long as I'm in control, that's my main goal, being in control of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, you know? So it's like in the future, if I'm here or if I have another house and I'm doing the podcast there, as long as I'm in control of what's going on in my life, you know, or at least have a grasp of control and not just let it like completely loose, because then I'm not gonna have a plan. So if in like 5 years, that's what my dad's been saying. He's like, Mijo, just imagine 5 years. Just imagine 5 years. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, well, 5 years is a long ass time. And I'm like, I haven't done anything in the past like 2 years. Yeah. But in reality, I have. Like, look at the fucking room. Like, it's
Yeah.
changed so
That's
much.
the thing. People sometimes you just gotta stop and like, man,
Exactly.
I don't know. You gotta really think about what you've been able to do
Mm-hmm.
versus what you haven't been able to do. Yeah, that's what gets a lot of people. That's
It's
why.
because there's nobody around that's like, as growing up, there's people around you that are like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like you're a little kid, you're growing up, babu,
Yeah.
And now when you grow up, there's not really that many people around you that are saying like, oh, I'm proud of you, or some people at least. And it's that being proud of yourself. Like, nah, bro, don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing really fucking good. Just keep it
Yeah.
up.
No, I agree. I feel like
And I slip off of that sometimes too.
Yeah, a lot of people just they don't have nobody telling them, "Hey, we're proud of you, man. Do your thing."
Yeah,
And that's why I
exactly.
feel like having a good, besides having family members that love you in sports. Shout out to my mom and dad. I feel like
Exactly,
they're
yeah.
my biggest fans. Even like at first when I told what kind of crushed me a little bit. I told my mom like I'm really into film. Like this is kind of like why I get up. This is what's getting me going. And she called it a feel good activity. No, which yeah, you could say it's a feel good. But at that time when I said it, I was like, I'm trying to bear my heart out. Like this is what I really like. This is my main
Exactly, and
interest.
that's what you should keep doing, bro.
Yeah, and like she like it felt like when she said that I don't think she meant to, but like me, I just feel like it felt like you did like kind of downplay what I'm trying to do with this film stuff, and then like I just kept showing her like nah, I'm doing stuff with this film. That's why I just kept working. I was like, you know what? Maybe deep down, I wanted her to say like I wanted her to be my my cheerleader and all that, but my mom's been taking care of me my whole life. Like if she doesn't have to approve what I want to do, if it's something I want to do. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I guess I was let down because I thought the kid in me would be happy that
Like your heart just got broken, dreams destroyed.
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck that. No, I don't care. It's not. I'm really not doing this it's for me. This film shit's for me.
Because like you can go and become whatever they want you to become. But at the end of the day, as you said, this is what gets me up in the morning. This is what makes me feel good. You're not gonna feel good.
Exactly, bro.
You're not gonna
like,
want to get up in the morning to go to your job and have to be there all day long. When in the back of your mind or in the front of your mind, actually, you're just like film.
Yeah,
Damn,
I'm
this
thinking
scene
about
would be cool.
What kick would look really good on camera. What frame per second do I want to do? Okay, maybe
What kind of shot do I want? Mid shot, close up.
Exactly. Like, how would I tweak this move, or how would I do this set of moves, or
The lighting's kind of off here. What would I have to implement in order to change the? Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'd be thinking about. I'll be at work, and I work with kids on the spectrum over at ABS Kids. That's kind of like my new job. I'll be taking care of the kids. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm taking care of little Johnny, but I'm in my back of my mind. I'm thinking, okay, I know I messed up that shot. We might have to pick up that shot again. I'm thinking about what would look really good, what moves would look really good, or what would be really dope on this. Yeah, I think this. I'm constantly thinking about action in my head, like what moves go really well on which frame, and okay, how long should I hold the shot for, and okay, how would I have to tweak my movements. And it's like, like when I told my mom, going back to, it kind of crushed me down. Maybe I was looking for a pat on the back. But I'm like, at some point, the older you get, you don't get that anymore. Like, I'm 23.
And it goes to yourself. And you could even implement that or, like, connect that into, like, love.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you don't love who you are and, like, how you feel in your heart, how are you going to expect somebody else to love you?
Exactly.
And then there you are saying, nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. But it's like, dude, get your shit straight. Get your shit straight. Start loving yourself. Feel good. And trust me, boom, 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 it attracts.
That's what I'm saying. What's his name? Babyface Ray. This is a song. He says, if you lock in focus, when you oppose notice. And it's like, yeah, bro, I'm not, like, right now, not to say I'm not worried about girls, but, like, no one's catching my eye. No one's saying they love me. No one's saying, and I don't care. I'm locked in, focused. I'm doing what I got to do right now. So then, later down the line, someone comes around, cool. All right, fuck me. And, like, I'm really I've struggled with, like, trying to, like, really love myself,
And I've been seeing that that's why a lot of relationships tend not to work out.
Yeah.
That it's like you got into this relationship without having that love for yourself.
Exactly.
So if it breaks if it like ends for some reason, like something goes wrong and you have that love to yourself, you're missing that from yourself, you're gonna be miserable. But throughout the relationship, you gotta love you and the other person.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just gotta spend time with themselves a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Everybody's
Meditate.
afraid of being alone, but it's like it's not being alone. Being in solitude is probably the best way to discover who you are. I like spending time with myself. I like being by myself studying, or I like being by myself watching movies. Like I like being by myself. So then, say I'm with somebody. and we could just be alone together in our space doing our own
Yeah.
thing. Like nothing has to be said. We're just in our own little bubble, just vibing, doing what we do. Like,
Once you get in that flow state, because I'll be in here by myself sometimes just editing, but once you get in that flow state, everything just blocks out. You're like, oh shit, it's been 4 hours. Holy fuck.
bro, I love editing. Well, I love shooting. Of course, I love coming up with the choreography for my movies. I love coming up with the fight sequences.
If you ever need like somebody in your movie, I got you, bro. I'll play the part.
Most definitely, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to get anybody I can. Like I think I reached out to you a while ago. You were on live, and I was saying, "What do you know about MMORPGs?" And then you were like, "I know a little bit." And I was like, literally. So basically, let me explain. So I have a vault of. I think I said this on Chewy's podcast too. I have a vault, right? And I just wrote hella projects, put them in that vault. So when it comes time, I could just start filming all of them. And by the time I'd be done filming all of them, I'd pretty much have already some work done, and I wouldn't have to worry about writing any other projects. I'm writing one right now. That's kind of like a simple project, but yeah, man, I'm thinking about there's this project I wanted to do. I think I told Chris about it. It's called Heroes of Supreme Dawn. It's kind of like a typical MMORPG style like video. Or like the essence of it is like guys playing video games on Friday night. What guys do on a Friday night?
Yeah.
Whether it's Overwatch or Destiny or Rainbow Siege. Like like this would be a game where it's an MMORPG, and then like the plot of the video would be what's going on in the game, and like how dudes just like party up and like start and do missions together. And that's kind of like the essence of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to know, like, if you wanted to be a part of it, whether behind the scenes or in front of the camera. That's why I reached out. It was a while ago, but I think at that point I didn't even finish writing it. I was just thinking, it'd be cool if we had like different, if I was able to film like not a Dungeons and Dragons type thing. And then but like with like, we got with the different like roles in a video game. You got the DPS, you got the tank,
healer,
you got the healer, the off DPS, off tank, all those roles. Like, what if you did that for a video, and then like, and then you made it so it switches off from what's going on in the real world and then what's going on in the game, and I think that'd be cool,
like a Jumanji type of thing.
Exactly.
Got
you. Yo, I want to make a project, and I was like, okay, what would be the name of it? And I just thought of some like generic ass name, just Heroes of the Supreme Dawn. I'm like, all right, cool. I started writing it. And what I hate about myself is when I write something, I already have a project that I'm doing, that I'm fully like writing, and then I'm already thinking about, okay, what can I do for this project though? I have
planning ahead.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need to start like I need to be very. If I'm gonna start one project, I have to be very intentional and not go with the other project until I'm done with this project. Because then I start thinking about. I start putting my interest in that other project. Okay, what can I do with this project? And then the projects I'm currently working on, I won't put as much energy into it.
Because you're thinking about something else, Yeah,
and it's like, but now with Supreme Dawn, I'm like, I want to do special effects. I want to do this type of move. I want these type of people in it. I want all this shit going down. And it's like, yo, no, it'd be fun to do it. And I'm like, that's the one where I really want to do everything I want with that one. And I have like about 4 or 5 projects that I'm working on. I'm working on besides Daydream Hero, which is I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, right? With all the
fighting sequence, right?
Yeah. So me and my guy Aaron, shout out to Aaron and Cameron. We've been doing a lot of like work on that film, and we did the previs, which is basically shooting before the actual thing, so you don't have to like second guess, or we don't have to like, what's the next move? Like we already have.
Yeah, you already have it down.
So we've been shooting that, and then we got the fight scene down. So I'll show you a sneak peek pretty soon. So we got the fight sequence down, and then we just need like one more chunk of it. And I've been working with Ryan, Delon, and and
because he knows the wushu, right? I think.
Yeah. But we have already Wing Chun. Yeah.
Wing Chun, there we go.
His dad's like a freaking G with that shit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have him for a fight. I would love to like just have him for a fight. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Just a simple like it, man.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that'd be so cool if I could just for one time. Yeah, he was like, yeah, man.
See, and like all these ideas that you have is something that you can't really get when you're around multiple people who aren't on the same wavelength as you. And you're never going to be, or I wouldn't say never, but there's going to be various times where you're not gonna have that situation where you're with other people and spreading those ideas. So it's like, again, going back to being alone, right? Going back to being in isolation, I guess you can say. Like
Yeah, in solitude. I
in
call it solitude isolation.
yeah. And that's what it's called, solitude. Solid. Like you're training your mind to be fucking solid, you know, by yourself. And that's those ideas that you're coming up with, like I'm pretty sure you had to like really sit and think about like everything that you want to fucking implement into that movie.
Yeah, man. I was like, especially with Daydream Hero, I had to spend a lot of time like, oh, why am I making this movie? What's the point of this movie? And I'm like, well, again, like with Daydream Hero, it's the simple idea that we all wish we were these heroes, like Spider-Man, Batman. We all want to be these heroes, you know? And we're influenced by the people that we see on TV and stuff. And like the character that I play, he's influenced by all these kung fu guys. So, you know, Jackie, Donnie, Jed, Sammo, all those guys. So he sees those guys and he sees, oh, that's what a hero's like. I want to be just like them. And then that's when, you know, the kung fu hijinks ensues. And like, I don't know, I just was like I had to really sit down, and I even wrote, I have a master script that I wrote. I wrote notes next to it because I wanted to, like, all right, I want everything I'm doing to be intentional. And my mom, she says, yeah, like my mom's a big proponent, and she says, live intentionally. I'm gonna put that into my work. All right, why did I choose this shot? Why did I choose this level? Why did I choose for the characters to talk this way?
Because it makes you start thinking, you know? Like, does it make sense to me?
Yeah. So if someone were to look at my script and be like, oh, that's why he wanted to say it, or that's why, like, he wanted to do that. For this script, I particularly chose not to curse in it. Because I wanted to just tell a story. Because the dialogue, it wouldn't matter what the dialogue is.
Do you usually curse in your movies?
Yeah. It's not like, oh, no, I can't. Like, I used to be afraid of cursing, and my parents watching it, and then, like, looking at me like, oh, so where'd you learn this language from? But I'm a grown-ass man. Like, yeah, bro. I curse. Like, I won't do it at the house. I'm not disrespectful, but I'm going to do it when I'm, you know, outside with my friends, doing whatever. It's my project. Unless you're putting money in my hand and telling me, oh, yeah, don't curse. All right, cool. You have to pay a fee.
You can't tell me no.
Yeah, you can't tell me no. This is my thing. So...
my mind, my world, and it flows the way I want it to.
And that's the thing about film. It's whatever the fuck you want it to be. It could be whatever you want.
That's the thing about life that y'all don't understand.
You can make it whatever you want. Like,
really put your fucking mind to it. Really put your mind to it. And again, with this movie, that's how they come out freaking great. When they calculate everything that they want to do. When they really sit and think of, all right, this is gonna go to there, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that, then this is gonna go do that. Same thing with life, bro. Keep thinking of, okay, bum, 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 bum. And no matter what idea they try to feed you, like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, I'm going to do it anyways because I feel like this is going to be, you know, I've thought about this many, many times, and I know that this is going to come out greater than what you guys thought.
Exactly, man. And like, just writing down next to each line, like, not each line, but like, if I had a question about it, and I'm like, why did I choose this? What did I choose for the character to do this style of martial arts besides contemporary? So, well, if the character did contemporary martial arts, it would take away the like fantastical element of like what he's seen on TV and translating that to like real life. Again, it's Daydream Hero, so it's like, again, it's not real. We basically, based on the title, you as an audience, you're taken into a different world. You're not in the same world. Like, it may look like our world, kind of like Atlanta, right? The show Atlanta. It looks like the real world, but there's different laws at play, like the invisible car, bro. Like, what else? The alligator man, like stuff like that, or Teddy Perkins. Those guys, they're in the real art world, but they're not in what we know as the real world. Same thing with Daydream Hero. It's okay. It looks like the real world, but it's not, because there's this.
It's a movie, yeah.
This
a
big
different
dude
world.
doing kung fu. This nerdy guy looks like couldn't lift his leg to save his life. He's doing all these like crazy kung fu moves, right? Off the bat, you're already like, oh snap! Because if it was just contemporary John Wick action, it wouldn't fit the story. It just wouldn't fit it. And anybody can do contemporary fighting. And then at that point, I wouldn't. I made myself the star. I would have just put someone else to do it, but it wouldn't have been. It's more amazing seeing those old school, like, you know, the tiger fist, the snake. It's like very intricate, doing the shapes and like, you know, the pomade. Exactly, doing all that shit. If it was just regular, kickboxing, all right, cool. You know, it's cool, but like, you're seeing
bring back the goodies, you know.
Yeah, you're bringing back something that most people my age don't. really watch those type of movies unless it's like Crouching Tiger or something.
Like go and show your little siblings or your kids a Bruce Lee movie from back in the day, and trust me, they'll have some fun.
Bro, I remember the first time I seen a Bruce Lee movie, I didn't know what I was watching. I knew I was like, no, was it Fist of Fury when he was fighting all those black belts? I'm like, yo, what the hell? Who is this guy? Like, who is this guy just going through all these? And like, I still remember the scene where he like, I think he gets that sign. It's like Sick Men of Asia, and he breaks that sign. He just starts going ham on all the black belts. And there's this scene where he gets one of them on the wall. He's like, why? He starts punching. I'm like, oh my god, this is so sick. Yeah. And then once I started getting into Hong Kong action cinema, for real, I was like, wait, bro, why isn't America doing what they're doing?
Yeah.
Why don't they do it the way they're doing it? And it's like every time, and it's like, yeah, like every time they try to do it, it doesn't look as good. Or they try to bring those guys over, and then like they never let them truly do what they want. Like I remember watching Rush Hour behind the scenes. I think Jackie was coming up with like the action, and Brent Ratner, who was the director, he was just on the phone, and he's coming up with the fight sequences. Okay, let's do this. And then, oh, what does Brett think? He said, oh, Brett's still on the phone. And he looked so annoyed, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I get it. Because, like, what's the point of having somebody like Jackie or Donnie on the screen? You're not going to utilize them to the best. And I'm so glad Rush Hour 2 happened, because at that point, I think Brett trusted Jackie with the action, which I think it's weird. Like, a lot of people, like, when it comes to bringing people from the East to work on Western films, you would think that they trust them more because of their experience. These guys have been working with, like, lower budget action flicks. And
doing it badass, you know?
Exactly. So why wouldn't you trust them when there's millions of dollars on the line to create something that actually will look really good? And then the film grossed millions of dollars in the box office because of Jackie Chan's style of action. Like, I think the first time he tried to do the American thing, like he tried to, like, maybe a lot of people don't know this, he did come here in like 81. He tried to do an American film. He did 2 American films.
He was also in Bruce Lee's movies. He was in the background. He got kicked in the face by him. Remember?
Yeah, he was a stuntman. And like, I remember what's funny is that a lot of people don't know he was supposed to be like the second Bruce Lee. So that's what
I think of him as, low key.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is when Bruce Lee died, well, it's not funny that Bruce Lee died, but there's this genre of films called Bruceploitation. This coffee's fire. So there's this genre called Bruceploitation where if you look like Bruce Lee, you can move like Bruce Lee, you could be a star.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan was kind of like up there. He was like, all right, cool. Like he got his little shine, and then there's a producer named Lo Wei who pretty much banked on him being a star, came out with all these shitty movies. And then it wasn't until Yuen Woo-ping came along and was like, hey, bro, listen, I got a movie coming out called Snake and Eagle Shadow. Listen, I know what you could do. We both come from the same background of martial arts. Yeah. Let me make you a star. He said, all right, but you got to talk to Lo Wei, because Lo Wei got me in a chokehold right now. So, all right, well, don't even worry about that. So they did their thing, became an overnight success with Snake and Eagle Shadow. Then they're at a party, like a release party, and I think one of the Japanese distributors said, hey, do you guys have like I think they saw Jackie and everybody was getting drunk. Yeah. And there's like, hey, do you guys have like a drunken martial art? Yeah, said, yeah, we have
Drunken Fist.
And then they come out with Drunken Master, literally another overnight success. Yeah. And then it's like, yeah, bro, like just seeing like how. And
Drunken Master was a goodie. If you haven't seen that one,
oh my god, I love the second one. The second Drunken Master was dope, man. I love it. Drunken Master 1 though, like if you like that classic old school
old school kung fu movies,
yeah, that's definitely a good watch. And like once I got into Jackie, and then I got into Sammo Hung, who's also a legend. Which I feel like I wish he had more shine, because bro, like he's built like an American. Like he's like bro's like 200, 300 pounds, really big dude. But if you've seen him in a fight, he just starts. He can do all the same flips, all the kicks, all the jump, and he's like he can act, he can direct, and he does everything. And I'm like, bro, I wish he would have became a star. Like he did end up having his own TV show called Martial Law, and I think they have some fights on YouTube. They're really good, and I'm like, I wish they kind of banked on him being a star. But I mean, Jackie just brought a different element to the martial arts film.
Big time,
yeah. So like his energy, the way he went about it was more. It's funny. He said that I'm a fan of action, but not violence. And like Jackie I think he just approaches his action sequences playfully, and not as serious. And that's why he got rid of the whole second Bruce Lee thing and just became his own guy, because he went against the grain when it wasn't cool.
That's why he's like,
Yeah, he doesn't mind getting beat up. Someone like Bruce Lee
making
was,
those faces. Yeah.
yeah, like Bruce Lee was, like, even though it was still early 70s, he was kind of already embodying that 80s action star, like, oh, like, I don't get beat up.
Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the badass.
Which I think that's what people loved about Bruce Lee. He was that guy.
Yeah,
like,
he was that guy.
him.
How do you beat Bruce Lee?
But like, you see someone like Jack, he's like, all right, I could probably beat him up. Until Jack starts using a chair, starts throwing the chair at you.
Starts doing his stunts. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. So, and then back to, so when he did the American thing, they were trying to make him like Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry with like the Protector, and then trying to make him like with Battle Creek Raw. They try to make him like this beast, but like it didn't work because Jackie's not a beast. He's the guy next door. He's the
spy next door. Literally, he's in a movie called The Spy Next Door.
Literally, he's the happy-go-lucky underdog. You can't put him in a role that's against what he plays into.
Yeah.
So he got mad. Like, I think The Protector, that's where he got mad. There was another version of the fight sequence. Not of the fight sequences, but the movie. There's an HK version and there's the US version. And he hated the US version, so he did his own version with the fight. So he sped up the fights a little bit. He ramped up the speed of the fights, and he did a lot of different things with choreo. And then he was like, you know what? Let me just do my own shit. I'm gonna make my own police movie, and it's gonna be better than you guys because you guys don't get it. Ended up with Police Story 1, 2, and 3, bangers. I feel like if you could probably find Police Story 1 on YouTube for free, bro. If I recommend any Jackie Chan film, if you want trying to go back and watch Jackie Chan at his best, watch Police Story. Because the action in that is insane.
Yeah. I think that's what really makes a difference between the movies. Because I've seen some action movies where it's like, you're trying to sell me this movie. Like, now you're like, oh, here we go. Yeah, right. You start doubting shit. You're like, too much action. You're like, nah, bro. Now you're trying to keep me in the movie, but at the same time, I'm like, nah. But the Jackie Chan movies, or even John Wick, that's what made John Wick good. That they're trying to sell you the movie, but they're also having a good, playful, fun part with it. You're like,
like those guys that are behind the movies, Chad Stahelski and like David Leitch, who was like a co-director. Those guys have been in stunts for years, and they're fans of like the genre. So it only makes sense that you put someone like that who's worked in stunts for years, has experience as a second unit director, put them in the director's chair to make an action movie. It only makes sense that they're going to be successful. Same thing with Bullet Train. Like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Bullet Train. Really good. Same guy who co-directed John Wick. He went off to do his own thing with Bullet Train and Violent Night. And I'm like, bro, like, the reason why these action movies are good is because you're putting the action in the hands of people that know what they're doing with it. And it's like, I wish we did more of that. And I'm like, that's why I'm trying to do my own stuff. I'm trying to show, hey, I'm capable of doing the same thing. You know, like, despite the budget or despite the quality or whatever, I'm trying to do the same thing these guys are doing. Yeah. But also besides martial arts action, I would love to just also act in all types of cool shit. Like, I would love to be in like an A24 film. I don't know. I just watched this one series called Beef.
It's been coming up on my TikTok a lot, recommending me it many times.
Yo, that's like a really, really good show.
I heard, yeah.
It's a good show. And I'm like, bro, this shit is like, you really got to know how to act. Like, to be in an A24 film, there's like, of course, there's always going to be some weird shit. Like,
and that's the thing. It's the comedians that are acting. Like, these are comedian stars.
Yeah.
So it's like, they already know how to have fun. So when it comes to acting and adding that, like, drama sense to it, like, it really comes off because they're having fun with it. Yeah. They're still remaining playful.
Exactly. That's why I think, what's the girl's name who was in it? Ali Wong? She's... Yeah, I was like, bro, I forgot she was a comedian. I genuinely forgot. Yeah. I know she was in that comedy movie with that other dude. The dude who plays Agent Woo in Ant-Man. The one that was on Ant-Man's ass the whole movie.
Jimmy Woo.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they were really she was really good in that. And like, I seen her in the comedy. I was like, all right, cool. It's a romantic comedy, so cool. But seeing her in Beef, I was like, oh hell no.
This is a different aspect to this actor or this star that I have never seen.
Yeah. And then Steven Yeun, bro, he's a beast. I seen him in Walking Dead. You know what to expect from a guy like Steven Yeun. He's just on his shit, bro. And it's just kind of like this damn, this coffee's fire. It's just like, yeah, I want to be in cool, weird shit, like just cool shit in general. The funny part is I'm actually in a project that I'm doing. It's in the IE, and I'm so glad that I stopped trying to go to LA to do projects. Yeah, trying to stay here in the IE and just work with everybody that's here because there's so much talent here. It's ridiculous.
We forget that a lot.
Yeah, so this project I'm working on, Mike's gonna probably kill me because I forgot the name. I'm sorry, Mike. I forgot the name of the. It's either intentionally blank, dot blank, or interior blank. So when you see it, it's like int. Like when you write a script, you put int, which is interior, meaning like the inside of a building or whatever.
Yeah, the scene is taking place inside.
Yeah, so it's interior blank space or blank, and it's about without saying too much. It's about like these characters that are in this purgatory like space called the blank space.
Okay.
And you pretty much he's pretty much planned it out. I don't want to say too much about it. We're actually still working on it. He basically just about these characters, and you discover about them through these episodes of how they ended up in the blank space, who they are, what happened in their life beforehand, and like when I saw that there was a casting for an anthology series, I was like, okay, cool. One of my boys, Nathan, he shared it, and he was like, okay, cool. I think he shared it. I was like, all right, cool. This would be a dope project to do. I didn't expect to be cast in it, so I just went through the auditioning rounds. And you know, when you're an actor, you kind of, or any creative, you hear no a lot, so you're kind of new to. Sorry if I'm not picked, it's no love lost.
But at the same time, there's that pressure on yourself. Like, I gotta get this right if I want to get it.
Exactly, bro. So I was auditioning for him. I was trying to act my ass off.
Yeah.
So I got bummed out when I didn't get the first role. So then I'm like, can you play this role? Can you do auditions for this role? I'm like, yeah, sure. The character I'm playing is like Joan. So that's what they had me audition for. So like, all right, cool. So I did the line, and they said, oh no, you killed it. And this is a good audition. And you know, you hear, oh, that was a good audition, but you never know until they call you back or they offer you the role. And then when they emailed me, he said, yeah, I will let you know by the end of the week. I was like, all right, cool. I'm just waiting till the end of the week, going through my shit. All right, I hope this guy's going to email me. If he doesn't, I'm not going to take it personally. He's like, yeah, so congratulations. We loved your audition. We want you to play this character, John. I'm like, oh, shit. And like personally, like doing the table read for the project Interior Blank Space, bro, you read this story and you get like the director Mike Soul, bro. He thought so much about this story and what it could be and how it could branch off into like into this big thing. Like he showed us a presentation before we did the table read for every episode, and we were like, bro, what the? And I was like, bro, I'm jealous because this guy's talented as shit.
Yeah, you feel like you're in the movie already. You're like, oh shit, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, so reading each episode, I was like, bro, I just watched the entire series. I was like, bro, this shit is so insane. And then there's a scene where my character's like kind of pouring their heart out, and I'm like, damn, like I feel like at first I had doubts. I'm like, bro, I don't know if this is like, if this I can do it. Like I know I can act, but I'm like, man, to really tap into like some emotional shit and really start pouring my heart and crying. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can do it. I told him straight up, bro. At first, I thought you got the wrong guy, but I'm like, I'm reading the script more and more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you
really
got the right guy.
feeling it, yeah.
Once I started feeling the character, I started sympathizing with the character. I'm like, nah, you found the right guy.
Yeah. No, and it's good because like once you get that relationship with the character, you really embrace the characters. You know, that character is you at that moment. And once you do that right, the audience is like, oh shit.
Exactly. And he was like, yeah, bro.
Poor guy. Yeah, he's crying.
We were just kicking it. We were just talking on Zoom, and like Mike's a very like he's very dope. You could tell like reading each script, you could tell that he put so much thought into these characters, and he put so much thought into the lore of the world that we're living. And he was like saying, yeah, at some point, I want this to live without me. I want this project to live on without me. With other directors getting involved, other writers getting involved, other actors getting involved. And I'm like, bro, like something like this could be like damn near network television based. Like you can have multiple seasons of this. Like this would be dope. And he was, and at first he was like, nah, like for what I want to do, I want to do like for our generation specifically, I want to do like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and he wants it to be social media based.
Yeah,
like, you know, that's solid.
It's pretty smart. And then once you get that short form content down, you bring it into those longer films, like big movies.
Yeah, and he was like, ultimately, I want more people a part of it.
Yeah.
Like either as writers, directors, and I'm like, bro, no, that's smart because if you're doing that's like showcase, you know, I think that's cool. So it started off, and being a part of this project, bro, I'm so happy because I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm finally getting to be a part of some cool shit. Like that's the type of cool shit I want. I want to read a script, you know.
It's your shit, you know.
Yeah, and it's it's not just his. It's like I'm a part of this, so I'm also bringing something to the table. Bringing this character to life. And you know, when you see actors in interviews, they be talking about like, oh, when I read the script, you know, I just knew I wanted to be part of it. I never thought I would get something like that. I just thought, cool. I get a script, cool. I work on the script, do this thing. It's all good. I read each and every script that we were doing the table read. I'm like, no, this shit is actually really good. He thought everything out. He clearly knew that the type of characters he wanted, and like that makes me happy because as a director and as an actor, just like I'm like, yo, this is the type of people I want. I need to surround myself with people who are more talented than me, smarter than me, and then just have a better grasp of storytelling than me. Because then that's gonna inspire me to be like, oh shit, I now want to.
No, that, and especially because it's like a team effort. Like this is a group of people, like the cast, right?
Yeah.
Or like everybody that's working on that movie, and it's about working together and really understanding what everyone else has to say. Yeah. And how you said, people are usually like hearing what you're saying, but not listening to what you're saying. And there's a lot of directors who are like, there's that hierarchy system in film where it's like, you don't know what I know because I'm the director. You don't know shit. You're just this. Like, no, I'm giving you an idea. It's for you to take it or not. Yeah. You know? But yeah, there's some people in the film industry who have their heads way up their ass. You know,
it's like, bro, that's not how film is a collaborative.
Exactly,
sport.
It's art, it's expression, it's having fun with it, and that's what makes the great movies.
And that's why I'm like, bro, like, I can't work with people and not relate to them or like fuck with who I'm working with. Like I have to fuck with you, bro. And I'm like, Mike taking the time out of his day to really talk to each of the cast members privately, workshopping the character with them, being available to everyone who's on the cast 24/7. That speaks more volumes than just getting cast in it.
And I get along with everyone, you know? So for me to not like catch your vibe and like for you not to be like a cool person to me, that it really says something, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I like to think I'm a cool guy. Like I don't not get along with people. So it's like, really, yeah. For me to not fuck with you, you might have fucked up, man. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, like just talking to him, it was just like, I've been talking to this dude for years. And then he asked me, like, you know, I know, like what do you want to do with this acting? Like, what do you want to do with acting and directing and stuff? I said, honestly, no one's ever asked me that question on like the level he was asking me. So I was like, you know what? At first, I kind of got into acting and stuff because as a kid, I got bullied, and you know, that's a horrible experience, but it built character. I think bullying low-key needs to come back. Just a little bit.
Hey, my dad, that's what me and my dad were talking about. Sometimes people need to get their ass whooped because
either they're ass whooped or bullied. And I don't wish bullying, but it's like we need that bully system back because bullies run the world. Not gonna lie, Donald Trump, bro.
Dude, Donald Trump is the third most powerful person in the entire world. The first being China's leader, and the second being Russia's leader.
Yeah, bro. They're
Our
bullies.
president isn't even on the top 10 list of the most powerful people.
Bro, Biden is the ASB student president, bro. He's not. bro doesn't run shit like. Bro, the person that runs shit in any high school is the jocks, bro. It's always the jocks. It's always those niggas because they are bullies. They don't. Because
they don't give a fuck.
They don't. And like I think bullying needs to come back a little bit, just a little bit.
It's not like we're trying to hurt you. It's like, bro, you need to build some confidence to yourself.
Exactly, bro.
Like, imagine if they just said, it's okay. I know that you're getting bullied. Just get through it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I feel what you're feeling. Instead of, no, stand up for yourself. Go kick their ass or something, you know?
Yeah.
It gets you that mentality of like that warrior state of like, nah, I'm me. I have that freedom. I have to protect myself. You get stronger.
You have to fight to be who you are, essentially. Like, bro, like,
yeah.
That's the thing. I had to like really let these niggas know, hey man, you're not gonna mess with me because I know where I come from. I love who I am. I like who I am. Who are you trying to like? What the fuck are you trying to tell me? Oh, this shit isn't cool because I say it's not cool. Fuck you. Like I'm gonna beat your ass. And then it really took me to get into a fight for people to stop bullying me, you know. And I'm like, wow. So back
and maybe violence back towards the bully might not be the answer, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, but that makes you just as bad as the bully, right?
Yeah.
Or you can also get that approach of like, nah, hey, bro, why are you doing this shit to me? Like, you're kind of like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And the bully's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this shit to this kid? Like, I'm pretty fucked up. I'm an asshole for doing this shit.
Yeah, bro.
You know? And it's just about like taking control of the situation, you know, so people can take control of just whooping their ass, or take control as in like de-escalating everything and just, you know, making a logical action behind it, you know?
Yeah, man. Exactly. Like it took me beating up the people that were making fun of me.
You had to fight them back?
Yeah, I had to fight, like, bro, because like, we could talk all we want. We could talk till the cows come home. But there's just a difference between me telling you stop bullying me and then me punching you in the nose and then saying stop bullying me. There's a difference. There's that, oh shit, okay, cool. He's not just blowing smoke. He's really like, he wants me to leave him alone. Cause it's not till...
And sometimes that's honestly all you need.
Yeah.
It's like either a punch to the face or as in like, hey, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna fuck with that guy no more.
Yeah, bro. And then exactly. And I used to be that kid. I used to get made fun of. And it wasn't until, you know, and you know, when you grow up, you see Disney Channel, you see Nickelodeon, you see kids making hella bands, acting in these programs that you're watching as a kid. And you're like, wow, people like this kid because he's acting, he's making money. And, you know, like people like him. He's a cool guy. I want to be like those guys. I remember I look up casting calls for like agencies and stuff. And I'd have me and my mom take me and my brothers to go. Because I wanted to be like those kids. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to make money. I wanted to
have fun.
Fun.
It looked like fun.
Yeah.
You're in a movie. You're in a show, making money, acting with other people that also like to act. It's fun.
And then like I'm with kids my age doing the like I want to be a Disney kid.
Yeah.
But at first and then I got older and I'm like, you know what? Like it sounds good, but then you hear about behind the scenes, like what happens with these kids. Like a lot of them get uprooted into a new lifestyle. They come from fucking Milwaukee, they move all the way to LA, uproot their whole lifestyle, put their kid in as many commercials as possible until they reach that TV show. Then the parents keep all that money. That kid gets jack shit. None of it. Which, hey man, I feel like if I'm a parent and I'm from fucking middle of nowhere Idaho and I uproot the family to LA and I make you and we start doing auditions and end up on Disney Channel. It's only right that I'm gonna keep that goddamn money because I put you in this. I made you, you know.
Yeah.
But also, I think that it kind of sucks because then like the kid is being used as a workhorse, and then you're parking that money. But
you're
like,
just like this fucking count. Because I know I know somebody who they were doing their thing in the industry. They were already like acting in some commercials and some small shorter films, but their parents kept taking everything. You know.
Yeah. And
so it's like it makes no sense for me to keep acting and doing this if they're just gonna keep like taking it out away.
Yeah. And then the relationship gets weird when you're the breadwinner and you're like 12 years old on this Disney show and like you're the breadwinner and it's like that's not normal. Like being the livelihood of the family is not normal. And then the family dynamics off and it's like, all right, cool. Maybe I don't want to be a Disney kid. And then as I really got into like,
what do you mean you don't want to be a Disney kid? No, you have to be a Disney kid. You're here. Like, what are we gonna do if you don't be? You know, there's
that's insane.
I'm 12.
Like you're 12, bro. You should be worrying about like Power Rangers and fucking.
Dude, Ben 10 was the shit.
Exactly. Why am I worrying about if I don't get this movie role, man, we won't be able to eat. Like that's insane. And I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, I'm glad I didn't become a Disney kid. But I feel like my parents wouldn't have let it get to that point.
Me neither.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think they'd ever let it get to the point where like I need to be the breadwinner and stuff, you know, and you know, like looking back, wanting to be like those kids, I didn't want to be. I just wanted to be liked and stuff.
Because there's a difference between working with your kid and your kid working for you.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's just not. You don't want that relationship. You don't.
It's like, all right, what's gonna be our next role? What do you want to do? I kind of want to do an action movie. All right, let's go for an action movie. You work with your kid, you try to get everyone there, and then at that point, it's like, all right, now I can see how you can get a cut of the money that you get, because it's like we worked on this collectively, we got here collectively, and we finished collectively. You know? Yeah.
So like looking at that, I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't want to be liked as an actor if that's the result. So as I got older and I got into film. And I got more into, and I really started thinking about, I really want to do this. Then it was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to be liked. That you know, I wanted it for very selfish and very vain reasons. But like ultimately, the end goal for me is I want to inspire other people. That it's corny. It is corny, but it's like, you know, real shit. Like, fuck it, it's not corny. It's real. Like
I think if you leave this world and you haven't inspired one person throughout your entire life, you did life wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's always spreading who you are and inspiring others to be kind of, or get something from you. You know, I think that's the way life should be. You know, because if you're doing good, someone else is going to be doing good too around you. You know.
I remember Chris. He told me like, I remember when you did the TKO action stuff. That's why we wanted to do my own videos and shit. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. You saw my shitty videos and you wanted to do your own videos. He's like, yeah, man. And that to me, I was like, bro, I don't know why I'm not going hard at this. You're telling me my boy Chris, right? Okay, right? He's telling me this, like, he's telling me, oh, bro, yeah, I watched your videos and that made me want to do my shit. Bro, I didn't, and I'm not aware, like, sometimes people aren't aware of people are watching you whether you know it or not. And I'm like, oh crap. Now I got to go harder because what if I inspire somebody else to do the same thing and they do it better than me? Then I just I'm creating a whole wave. And, you know, like, I'm just like, no, like, I got to go harder at what I'm doing, like the film shit. There's no way that, you know, and I'm seeing what he's doing now. And I'm like, bro, you're killing it. Like, all these videos.
Did you see that last Naruto one that he did?
Yeah.
I like that one because it really felt like okeke.
Yeah,
you know, it's like that's his work. Like I'm like, that's what I fucking like. Because before, like, it was cool, the cinematic shit that he was doing of like the sound in the background and him just like acting it out. Like it's really nice, very aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. But now it's like you're really connecting to the director. You know, it's like there he is. He's shining. He's shining.
That's the goal with my projects. Like, even if you don't like martial arts action, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm catering to a very niche fan base, which means it's easier to please them. But yeah, I ultimately want to inspire dudes that may like martial arts, that may want to start a martial art, and they see, oh, I like the way you do that kick, man. What style is he doing? Oh, he's doing taekwondo. I want to take some taekwondo classes. Or this guy's doing movies. I had this thing, like, I want to either inspire you enough to hate me and think you can do better than me, envy me, or either envy me and be like, I can do way better. You end up doing better than me.
Prove me wrong,
and you just prove me wrong. Or you can inspire me just to do anything. It doesn't even have to be movies.
Because at the end of the day, you're not proving me wrong. You're proving yourself right.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you made something killer. Yeah. I'm gonna sit back and just clap because I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted. Like, I wanted you to look at this movie and be like, yo, I could do a way better movie than this. You do a way better movie, and you win. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't care. Like, and then, or you could just inspire yourself to do whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be film. It could just be making music and being a Twitch streamer. It could be, I don't know, going to college. It could be anything that you think is like worth achieving that you want to achieve. And it's like, yeah, man, like, with the way, I mean, the world's crazy, but it's like everyone's chasing their dreams now. Like, after the pandemic, you realize how much time. How time is precious, and it's like now that the pandemic and being locked in our rooms for a year, again, I had to think a lot about most of my shit. I'm like, yo, how am I gonna, if I'm gonna do a film?
And like, that state of like just being alone with yourself for the weak mind. I was gonna say this earlier, but I honestly forgot.
No, you're good.
But like having that weak mind and you're alone in your room, you could either freaking break yourself or come out and just be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, and I remember
there's this Bruce Lee movie,
bro. I was fucking lost during the pandemic, during the lockdown shit. I'm like, bro, the world's going to shit, bro. What's going on? Like, and I really had to think about, okay, if I'm gonna do this film shit, like, that's when I started writing hella. I had so much time on my hands. I might as well start writing. That's why I started writing. And then when, okay, we can go back outside again. All right, cool. Now I got to get back into shape. All right, cool. Got to get back in shape. All right, cool. Now I got to link with other people. Okay, reach out to Aaron. Reach out to Cameron. Hey, bro, let's do this. Let's do Daydream here. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this project. Let's do that project. Hey, you need help choreographing this? Let's do that. Like, the minute that happened, I just started making moves. And I'm glad to say that,
planning for those moves to be made.
Exactly, bro. And I feel like the pandemic did a lot of good for most people because they had the opportunity to, like, either come out with a plan, or they came out with more clarity, or they came out
or they already put that plan in action during quarantine.
Exactly. Yeah. And like a lot of people, and like even the Twitch group, people were at home, so they were watching Twitch more. People became millionaires on Twitch.
Bro, I was doing Twitch for a while.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It's just that I didn't know the content aspect of it. So I was just streaming all the time, but not making anything to like really market myself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But yeah, during quarantine, you had all that time to really stop and think of what your next plan is going to be. Because everything's on pause. Who's going to tell you, like, no, hey, you can't go? Yeah. It's like, well, I'm not going anywhere anyways right now, so.
Exactly. That's why I started learning how to write, like, better scripts. I was like, if I'm going to be in the house, I need to learn. I need to engage my mind in something that I'm going to utilize. Like, all right, cool. I started putting, like, I guess I came out a better student through school, like, just really taking more time to, like, flesh things out. And then I also implement that into my writing, like, all right, cool, writing and stuff. And then also just, like, yeah, man, and just thinking about my next moves and how I want to move with this film shit and just with the rest of my life. And I'm just happy to say that so far everything's going somewhat according to plan, but you know, it happens.
That's how it's supposed to be, I think. That it has to go at least somewhat according to plan, because you can't always have it like completely figured out. And that's the thing, like, dude, we're like, how old are you? 21? 23. I'm 21. You know, we're still freaking young, both of us. So it's like some people expect us to have everything like figured out and everything like, all right, my 5-year plan is I'm gonna be doing this. You're like, bro, I get it. Like, you have an idea of what the 5 years, but you don't know for sure what that's when you're gonna be.
Yeah.
So let's just focus on, I don't know, the end of this month.
Exactly.
The end of this week.
Yeah, like I remember watching this video that said dreams are achieved when we're asleep and at our laziest. Goals can be made when we're during the day when we're awake. And I was like, oh shit, that's real shit. Like we can dream as big as we want, but if we don't have a plan, there's not much we can do about it. It's always gonna be a dream. It's like, man, I'd love to be I would love to have a podcast and stuff. But it's like, okay, how about this? How about you start doing goals? How about you make each day about getting to that goal, about getting that podcast or making that movie or making that song.
And doing the best that you can to achieve that goal.
Exactly. You know? And then looking up every avenue of, really getting into the craft. Because, I don't know, when it comes to people who get into this creative shit, I feel like they do it for attention. And most of the time, you do it for attention. Because
that's what pays the most. If you're getting a lot of people's attention, that's what's going to pay the most.
Exactly.
That's why these, like, big superstars or big athletes, they get paid so much. Like, dude... Kim Kardashian, she gets $9,900 and something an hour.
Oh yeah, she's the queen of monetizing
Ballin',
her attention, the attention of the audience. Yeah, like whether it's being with a new dude or fucking making schemes or whatever, she's definitely mastered how to fucking get everybody's attention for sure. And I think people want to reach that point, but I don't know. I don't know. When it comes to the creative shit, people only get into it really for attention, and they don't really care about doing the craft justice. They just care about how fast can I get paid.
Yeah,
like, bro,
they lose the passion.
Yeah, and a lot of y'all aren't good. Like they lose passion because the outcome of what they want isn't happening fast enough, or it's just not happening at all. And it's just like, bro, like that's why I get like when people tell me, "Oh, I want to be an actor." How do like me and my boy Matt, like when people be telling us, "Oh, I want to be an actor, bro. Where do I get started?" Like, not that I don't want to tell you. Like, I don't think most people aren't serious about acting. Like,
because you've never acted a day in your life,
right?
You never even fucking tried at home, nothing,
right? And it's like, bro, what sucks is that I'll be thinking about casting people in my projects and stuff, and like they be like, "Oh, is it gonna pay?" And I'm like, bro, I'm not. It's not that type of time.
I heard I woke up today and I was doing some stuff around the house and I went on Instagram and I heard Ice Cube say, if you're not ready to work for 5 years and get nothing in return, stay the fuck home.
Bro, let me say, I'm glad you said that. Bro, people do not want to work for free, bro. People think their time is monetizable. Yes, okay, cool. You clock into a 9 to 5
and get paid $16 an hour.
Right. Cool. Yeah, your time is monetizable. But bro, if it's something you really want to get good at and you really fuck with it, you're going to be on set for 12 hours. Not 12 hours, but
you got to do it and not be worried about getting tired of doing it.
Yeah, you have to really make sure this is something you want to fucking do. You got like if you're in the entertainment industry, I'm sorry to say this. I don't know if this is going to make or break y'all, but you're going to work for free. I don't give a fuck. Like it's gonna happen. You're working. You got
to be willing to do it.
Yeah, like
because I'm not gonna make you a star. You're gonna have to make you a star.
Exactly. And you can easily just go back to being an accountant or whatever. It does not matter. But like when you're in the entertainment industry, you really think you're just gonna be paid for every single thing, unless they're paying. Like you can be paid for the job, but the project's probably gonna end up shit. Or I'm not saying that means you should take projects that don't pay and they'll end up looking good. But you have to understand that, bro. Like it's not like being paid should not be your first option. You should really just get into the craft because you want to fucking do it, not because there's a paycheck next to it. Paycheck's always nice. We need money. Money's important. But
I forgot who asked me. I think it was Chewy. He asked me what would I do with 50K, and I'm like, the same thing I'm doing now. It's like that gave me more time, more that leisure of like being able to be here all day and work as much as I want. More time, instead of going and buying like a whole bunch of fucking clothes or it's just it gives me more time to really work and give me time to think about the passion that I'm creating, to work on it.
No, most definitely. I feel like if I had 50K, I'd be comfortable for like a couple of months, maybe even longer. Like trying to make that money stretch and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I would want more time I would probably, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, go for it.
Oh yeah, I want more time to do what the fuck I want. Like whether it's filming more or getting equipment and investing more equipment and getting that new MacBook, edit it and like just like more stuff like that. Cause bro, with 50K can change a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
And it's like,
If it gives you a short amount of time to do whatever the fuck you want.
yeah.
And that's what the unemployment was, bro. And it's either you could spend it and waste it, kind of like how the way I did, just on food, or you can invest all of that into whatever you want to build.
Yeah, I was using. I'm not gonna lie. No, when I was using some of that money to like just splurge. And, like,
Yeah.
But then I did use it to buy myself that my editing program, and then I did use it to get things that I needed that were going to help me for like my film stuff, whether it was equipment, whether it was like weapons, like, you know, props and stuff. Like I did use it. Ultimately, I did use it for like my film stuff, and I'm glad that I was able to get a hold of some of that. But yeah, man, like I feel like people, they like, that's why it's so hard to ask people to do shit for my films and stuff, because they expect a paycheck, and it's like, well, you've never, like you said, you never acted a day in your life. I'm like, I came to you because, you know, I thought I'd, you know, give you an opportunity to do that, and it's like, no, bro, like, people need to understand, if you're getting into this creative shit, you're gonna work for free until you work your ass off for X amount of years.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
not going to
you
be
reach-
given to you.
Yeah, and you reach a point where it's like, oh, brand sponsorship. Okay, cool. They're sponsoring me. Okay, they're sponsoring me. All right, cool. But people don't. They want to. They want to be in this creative shit just for the attention. For the
And there's also some of you motherfuckers that don't want to pay.
Yeah.
Let's start there too, because
Oh
like
my God,
I'm
bro.
willing to work for free. I'm willing to do a great job. I know I am, but I know that you can give me at least a little something for making you this fucking masterpiece that I spent my hard work and time on.
I'd say pay people if you're ever best
Even
way to
with
pay people.
food, like,
pay
I'm-
people. Thank you. Pay people with food. Like
Yeah,
I
lunch.
remember. Yeah, I remember. I was working with who was I working with? Nathan. When we were working on his short film, bro bought his pizza, and I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
that
Something
means,
as small as pizza.
yeah, like for me, it's like, yeah, like I can bring snacks or something like that,
Yeah.
something like that. It's just like people are so prideful. They think they're in like what's the word, entitled to getting paid because they showed up.
Yeah.
All right, no, that's not it at all. You're gonna have to work for free, and if you're not, you're gonna have to get used to that for quite some time until you build that rapport, that value up. Then when people are like, "Oh, wait, you're an actor, you got experience," because experience pays more than anything else. Like if you have that experience on you, you're good. Like people are gonna want to put you in their projects.
Yeah.
And you know, versus I'd rather hire somebody that has the passion behind their craft, and they don't have as much stuff to the reel, but you know, they're willing to work with, than someone who has thousands of, you know, lots of reel and more experience, but really isn't as passionate. Like you really just gotta, it really comes down to if you're really serious about it, really passionate about it.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all are not passionate about it. You guys want that paycheck, and then when that paycheck doesn't come quick,
Yeah.
like, I'm done. This shit's trash. Like, yeah, no.
It's like that quote that I think you can even apply to like fighters. Like,
yeah.
if there's a fighter that goes like, all right, I'm gonna go and do jiu-jitsu for an hour. You know, all right, cool, I trained, done for the day.
Yeah.
Versus the guy that's like, I'm gonna go do jiu-jitsu. Not for like a time limit. They're just gonna go and do it as much as they. Okay, I'm fucking done. Dude. I'm tired.
Yeah.
They just don't even think about the limit of how much you're gonna do it. The one that keeps going and keeps practicing like whatever they're trying to get better at is gonna come out much better than the one who puts a limit on it. And even if it's like, if you start out with, I heard that too, like 18 minutes a day is 100 hours in a year. You put 18 minutes into like practicing your like small acting, into drawing something, into fucking again fighting, and you start building on that. 18 minutes a day, 100 hours a year. I heard 95. You'll be better than 95% of the population that's doing that same thing.
That's insane. And then imagine you put more than just 18 minutes.
Exactly.
You'd be
18 minutes
fucking
is the
even
minimum.
Right. You can be even fucking 18 minutes just to do some shit. Shit that you want to do. That's a little bit of time.
Because 18 minutes builds into an hour, and then to 2, and then into the point where you're like, all right, I didn't even freaking tell the time. I just went and did it.
Yeah, bro. I'll be editing some shit for like, okay, I'm gonna do this for a few minutes, and then it turns into 4 hours. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so
And you don't
like,
regret 1 second of it. You're like,
Exactly.
this came out.
And I love editing, bro. Something about putting a puzzle together that you know how the puzzle fits.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, editing is like a puzzle that you know where the pieces go. You know how you want something to look. And then you want people to then see that puzzle and they see what you see.
Yeah.
And they may not agree with it, but you put something together, and then you wanted, you know, you have people say, oh, okay, I like the way this came out, but I would have done this, but yeah, you know, like, I do love editing. I could, yeah, again, I could
Yeah,
shoot
but
all day.
this is my art. You can go do your own art over
Right,
there.
I could shoot all day. I could put all the moves I want together, but the best part is the editing, because that's where the decisions are made. Yeah,
Wow.
for me at least, like,
because I think I'm the opposite, bro. Like for me, like how you said, I do get that analogy of being a puzzle and putting it together, and I get that part because I do get to that part too.
Yeah,
but for me, it's like, I have a freaking 300 puzzle piece right in front of me that I have to go do. Fuck.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
All right, let's start it. And we get started. We're like, this is gonna take a long ass time to finish. But then once you start working on it, and then forget about the time, and you start putting that puzzle together and just fucking doing it. Again, how you said 4 hours went by. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then it's like, oh shit, this is what I came up with in 4 hours. And then it's like, bro,
You're
don't
just like,
yeah, this shit
this shit's fucking fire.
Yeah, this shit gonna come out cool. And I'm like, and I'll be thinking about when you're editing the podcast, like, bro, you're looking at like hours and hours of footage.
Yeah.
And then you switch angles too. So I'm like, damn, how do you think about switching the angles?
Exactly.
And I'm like, damn.
And I also thought about that because it's like, okay, I know I could do a 300 puzzle piece. I know I can. But at the same time, I haven't been practicing the 100 piece this amount of times in order to get to the 300. I know I can do the 300, but I'm not going to be as fluent as a 100 piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I went down to the one camera. Because, yeah, I can do the 300 piece, but I need to solve this 100 piece one first, you know?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to keep doing these 100 piece puzzles, and then later up move on to like 1,000 piece.
Yeah, but it's good that you were already starting out with 300.
Exactly,
and then
yeah.
you kind of go back and you want to refine. Because that's when you know, like, okay, maybe I've been going a little too fast. I need to bring it back a little bit and really just work at it backwards and then work my way back up there.
And when you're working on it too fast, you don't really take in consideration what you're doing. You know, it's just like, fuck. And that's how the world is too, low key. Like everyone's just always moving. Next thing. Even our attention span went down, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like we're not taking the practice of just like sitting and simply practicing.
Yeah.
Just sit down and draw.
Right. And it's like, I wish I could that's why I love going to Firestorm. Just workshopping moves and like, okay, how could I do this move? And how could I move like this? Or, all right, cool. If I'm choreographing someone and I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm working with someone who's trying to be a stuntman, by the way. So it's cool. I'm already working with someone who, one, we speak the same language. So we already know, okay, this story, okay, we can move like this, or we do this combination, or we don't have to say a lot of things. We just know what we can do.
Yeah.
We kind of know what we're both capable of. And it's like, yeah, man, it's just easy working with and workshopping moves in that place because, you know, you have access to the spring floor, mats, and all these things. So
even the smell, bro. It's just fucking sweat on the mat.
Yeah,
you know you're there.
Like just you see people flipping, you see people doing. I'm like,
like anybody who's ever done some sort of combat sport, just remember right now when I tell you the smell of the mat, the smell of the room of the training gym. You know what I'm talking about. You're like,
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, I tried to do wrestling. Funny story, I didn't go through with it because I didn't want to wear those tights, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, with the unitards?
Yeah, I didn't want to wear it. But I actually enjoyed working out with the wrestling guys when I was down.
See, I wanted to do wrestling so bad, but it wasn't a good experience for me. I saw it wasn't, because I grew up with wrestling and jiu-jitsu of like being a unit, you know, of like caring and making each other better. And my first experience in the wrestling room wasn't that. It was some guys trying to make you tough by simply breaking the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, I'm not going to get stronger if you keep breaking me. Like, bro, I literally could not move my arms. I was like this. I'm like, well, it's because it's my fucking first day here. I can't just go and crank 80s just like that, you know?
Yeah. Nah, I remember. Yeah, the guys I was training with, they were all solid, dude. They were cool guys. They weren't on like some haze and shit. So I do appreciate the guys I was training with at the time. But yeah, like when I started like martial arts and everything, man, I did it because I saw the guys doing it on movies, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to be able to kick like Bruce Lee and jump and
keeping it playful.
Yeah, at first it was really all about fun. You know, when you're a kid, you want to have fun. And then now as an adult, I still have fun with this shit.
Yeah,
whether it's
and that's how
working
it's
with
supposed
weapons
to be.
too.
Yeah, people forget to have fun with everything that they fucking do.
Exactly,
it's that grown up shit, you know.
Exactly, and I even going back to when Mike asked me what I want to do with this, I said, bro, you know the coolest thing about being an actor is that you pretty much don't have to grow up. You get to be whoever you want, whenever you want, and you get paid to be a kid essentially. You just get to have fun with it. And I'm like, bro, like, and I didn't.
And that's the thing about with content too. It's like, bro, you can literally make whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it's your world. It's on your rules and your terms. And that's what I love about content creation in general, whether it's being a streamer, filmmaker, podcast host. Like, bro, like cool, money's cool, but it's like you're in your domain. Like nobody can fuck.
You can
with
enjoy it as much as you want, but again, it's up to you to decide if you're really having fun. You know,
bro. Yeah, man. Like you really got to put yourself in that situation where it's like, yeah, I want to work at this just to get better. You want to worry about getting better before getting paid. Above all else, if anything else, just worry about getting better. Then the money will follow because people are gonna see your work. When I see Okeko working on his videos, I'm like, bro, you need it. Like you're nice. You're getting nice.
Yeah.
So it's like, and like if no one's paying you right now, hey, that's fine. But like at least you're getting better. People are looking at what you're doing.
Because that customer that's ready to pay that big buck, you're just getting ready for him. Just think about it like that, you know?
Someone right now is doing a project and they're thinking about, oh, maybe I can use this guy. Like again, like whether it's like it's acting or anything, like someone out there is probably writing a role with me intended. Don't know who, don't know where, but they're writing.
Maybe not now, maybe like in 2 years, maybe. But there's somebody out there that's writing that role for me, and I have to be ready for it.
And then like with podcasts, there's probably someone out there that's like, man, you know, this guy Joan, bro, he's solid, bro. I love his the kickback, the idea of it.
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah, bro. Like we got a sponsor. This guy's go. Let's give him a brand sponsorship. And it's like, bro, like, and I feel like so with like podcasting, right? Like, do you like? Are you trying to get any sponsorships, or is it like?
I mean, eventually, because they'll help me like pay off stuff and like that.
Yeah.
But I just want to learn, bro. It does get me distracted. The whole money part, and it does get you distracted when you have to like think about it as work or as a business or as, you know, it takes the playfulness out of it, and that's what gets you the frustration when there's no fun in it. You know, in jiu-jitsu, that's one of the biggest things that they promote. It's keeping it playful. You know, because when you're frustrated, you don't move as quick. Your mind is foggy, and angry mind is a narrow mind. Reference to Never Back Down. Have you seen that one?
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, Jaimon Hansu. Bro,
yeah,
Never Back Down. Fucking phenomenal.
Well, I've seen the movie like 100 times, bro. One of my
such
favorite
a good
movies,
film,
right?
Is that's the one where
the high school one?
Yeah, is that in the final fight? Dude starts doing capoeira moves, and the guy just knocks him out with that one move. He starts doing like some crazy moves, and he just knocks him out.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Yeah, and then I think, but there's also a thing where like this guy was doing flips and he was doing some crazy shit, and then the main character just knocks him out easy, and I'm like, oh, bro.
Yeah, that was clean.
Yeah, I agree though, but like I feel like keeping it playful. That's why, and film is like the best way to like. I'm just having fun. Like, all right, they just working in the gym, just playing around with moves in the gym. It's just fun because it's like, bro, what if we were able to put this on camera? What would it look like if we slowed this part down? What if we sped this part up? What if we did that part? It's just fun, bro. And I agree, bro. Keeping it playful, bro. That's what I think that's why I haven't stopped doing this, because everything I'm doing, it's just fun, bro.
It's because sometimes I do think of, and I do implement this a lot. Like, it's really hard for me to get away from this. It's that I feel like everything sometimes feels like a quiz to me. Like like, oh, this needs to be right. I need to get this podcast right. I need to have this conversation correctly. I need to have this edit done correctly, blah, 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 you know? A quiz. Instead of simply just, you know, I can literally say anything, vanilla ice cream, and what would they say? You know? Okay, just told me, they say, like, let your intrusive thoughts out sometimes, man.
Bro, people fuck with intrusive thoughts. Because you don't know who else is thinking the same shit. It's like, damn, he said it. I'm thinking that same thing. Yeah, like, that's why I like this podcast, because y'all really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what and it's about getting to that state of just simply just not giving a fuck. Yeah. You know? And we've been living in this world where you have to care a lot about what you say, because you might get canceled, or you might be seen as a bad figure to the public, or, you know, something bad. You really have to be careful about every single thing that you do in your life.
That's not really live. That's not living, bro. If I have to worry about saying this because this group of people might get offended, which I'm not saying it's not valid for them to get offended, because if you're saying something that's some real hurtful shit, then that's not cool. But you're going out of your way to be offended by something that really has nothing to do with you. Like, bro, just say what you want and let people, like, because the internet's not a real place. Yeah. What doesn't fly on the internet I swear will fly in real life.
Yeah, because if you were to tell me that same shit that you left in the comment section to my face,
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
Exactly. This is not like in real life. A lot of y'all are pussy, bro.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Let's put that out the way. A lot of y'all are pussy, bro. And whatever you can say on the internet, you're not gonna say it to my face because when you're gonna walk right past me or whatever. Like, so that's like, yeah, you don't. The internet's not a real place. So whatever rules or whatever, again, that's the cool part. It's your domain, but like when it's outside of your reach, yeah, you won't be able to. You can't control that. So it's like. Yeah, a lot of y'all people on the internet are pussy, bro. Like, you won't say, oh, you're this, that, and the third. You won't roast me in real life because you get slapped, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro.
And people have told me, like in the past, like people who have come on the podcast are like, bro, you're like exactly what you come off as online. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, like you look exactly the way you look online. You talk and you act the same way. You like even your pictures, like you'll post something like, oh yeah, that's Joan. And here I am meeting you, and you're like, yeah, that is Joan. That's the way he is. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not like trying to fake anything. I'm just fucking doing me.
Yeah, people want to fake so bad.
Yeah, like I'm playing my part a little bit as like I guess a little bit as a podcaster because I do have to like at the same time keep the show going.
Yeah,
but it's not really that. It's just I'm really here and I'm really just talking to you, having a conversation, just having fun with it.
Essentially, yeah, you are playing a character, like a character
to the audience, maybe, but I know that I'm just fucking here having fun.
Yeah, having fun. Exactly, bro. So I'm saying, bro, like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm here because I've been watching, bro. I love like I'm really, like not even trying to like D-ride or whatever. Niggas be like, oh, you be dick riding heavy, but no, I really enjoy listening to your podcast.
Yeah,
like I'll be studying.
I get that sometimes too, bro. All right, bro, stop dick riding. Like, no, bro, I'm supporting.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yes, you're just being a little fucking hater. Yeah, I'm supporting my homie. Like, what are you talking about? I hate
when people say, like, yeah, it's funny. It's funny, but I'm like, all right, bro. Like, if I like some, I like the podcast,
and I'm giving you reasons to why I'm feeling like this or why I'm thinking that. And I'm not just saying like, oh, I think it's this.
Right, bro. Exactly. Like, I honestly do like what you're doing. Again, it's a kickback. Niggas kicking back. You got the couch right here. Got the chair right here. Like, niggas kicking back, chilling, just talking shit.
Yeah, having conversations that people don't really have anymore. You know?
Exactly. And yeah, letting those intrusive thoughts out. I'm not. Yeah. But I also have a question. I don't know what episode this would be by the time it releases.
I think it's 52.
So you're halfway 53. At 100. What do you think you're gonna do for the 100th episode? I feel like, you know what I was thinking? I feel like you gotta do the Kickback After Dark shit.
After Dark shit?
The 100th episode. It gotta be like similar vibe. You know, you bring all the homies.
Just fucking, just like a cool like kickback. Just not even
for the 100th episode. You can bring people that came on before.
Yeah.
Bring them into one place. You just get all the homies just come together. Just start kicking it, bro.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do for the 100th episode. It's more about like, oh, bro, I need to get to that 100th episode. Yeah. So it's like, all right, what am I gonna do for the next one? What am I gonna do for the next one?
Yeah.
But that is a good idea. Just having a good ass time on the 100th.
Like, you could just bring the people you've brought on before, or just bring anybody. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Just kicking back.
That'd be interesting for sure.
That'd be lit.
Yeah. Like Impulsive, when they had their 100th episode, they just had like friends, just like, all right, now you come on. All right, you sit down. All right, you come on. All right, you sit down. And just like having fucking fun with everybody that's there.
And you can even do like a clip show, like, oh, this is my favorite moment.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think that'd be cool. And then where do you see yourself taking the podcast? Would you ever go on the road with it?
I want to. Yeah, eventually being in the Bahamas. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, you say you going to the Bahamas?
No, I said like imagine the kickback at the Bahamas, like right there on the beach, have our microphones, just fucking chilling, pina coladas, just have a joint in the other hand, just chilling the entire time.
Oh, that'd be lit.
Right? That's the goal. What about you though? Like, you said you wanted to be making a whole bunch of movies, like action films. Is that like what you want to stick with?
Hell yeah. I love action. I love martial arts action. I don't want to just keep doing martial arts action, but that's like films I'm really like.
That's what you're at right now.
Yeah.
Because you're still building yourself as an artist, right?
Yeah. That's something I'm like, all right, first of all, if I want to get into this shit, I want to do the shit I want to do. I'm not going to do what everyone else do. I'm going to do what I love. I love martial arts action. I like people looking at me and not expecting me to pull off high kicks and jump kicks. I like people seeing and like, yeah, like I'm inspired by Samo. He's this big dude that can kick ass. You don't expect him to move how he moves, but when you see him, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? He's doing that. Did he do it?
You should look up Josh Barnett. On in
I know, big dude, right?
Big dude doing flips and shit, bro.
That's a lot of where I get some of my my inspiration from. Like, bro, look at these guys just pulling off big flip. He be breakdancing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, he'd be up to 300 pounds sometimes or back then when they allowed it to be up into that weight.
Yeah.
And he would still be doing that same thing, doing flips and spins and shit. I'm like, wow.
I'm like, hell yeah. That's where I'll get a lot of my inspiration from. Like big guys that are, even Chris Farley. Chris Farley, funniest dude. Have you seen Beverly Hills Ninja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, R.I.P. though. Like he was funny as shit. Oh my gosh. But like,
Yeah, my dad showed me that movie.
yeah, but he's definitely someone where like I like his style of comedy. Him just being loud and just being obnoxious. Like I'm like, yo, I'm low key. He's kind of an inspiration. Like,
See, like there's gonna be us who enjoy what they do, that it's funny, and then there's gonna be some people that are like, bro, that wasn't even that funny.
yeah, and I'm like, you're telling me Tommy Boy isn't funny? You telling me Beverly Hills Ninja isn't funny?
You're like, you're not enjoying what life has to offer, the little things, you know?
Yeah,
I remember one time in my psychology class, we were watching this Adam Sandler movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I was laughing because I'm having fun with the movie, I'm enjoying it. It's so
Which
stupid.
movie was it?
50 First Dates.
Bro, that's a dub.
Come on, like,
Adam Sandler.
if you know what to expect out of an Adam Sandler movie. You know the comedy. You know the genre of comedy. You know, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna have some fun with this one. It's gonna be something stupid as hell, but I'm gonna enjoy it. There was somebody in my class, and the entire time they were like, dude, the whole movie they were like, it's not funny. Like, why are you hating? Just
Bro,
enjoy
50
the
First Dates, bro.
Just enjoy the movie, bro.
Bro,
It's a
Adam
rom-com. How do you not like that, bro?
Right. Nah, 50 First Dates. I feel like Click, 50 First Dates,
Yeah.
and what's another one? That I mean, Punch Drunk Love, but like those are like Adam Sandler. Like, bro, when Adam Sandler was actually had some heart in his shit in his comedies, besides him just doing fart jokes and fucking kitty, like those are, I think 50 First Dates is one of it. It's underrated, bro. That's like an Adam Sandler classic because again, recreating those that's a creative premise.
Yeah, it's having fun with the whole idea of like, all right, she forgot all of her memory. Let's make her fall in love again by giving them this 50 different moments of times where they could fall in love again.
Yeah,
That's the whole premise of having fun.
Yeah, that's an amazing fucking premise, and like you wouldn't expect it. Of course, it's an Adam Sandler movie, so there's gonna be a level of comedy that's Adam Sandler based. You're gonna see the same. You're gonna see Rob Schneider, David Spade. You're gonna see those same guys that are in his movies all the time. But then that movie actually has some heart to it. It's like this guy ends up actually doing everything in his power to fall in love with this girl and like really and I think it's sweet, it's dope, and I'm like, bro, we need more movies like that. Like we don't get them like that, and like and I'm someone like I want to make people laugh, I want to make people cry, like that's why I want to be an actor, like I want to do that, and then honestly I just like making fun of myself a little bit. I think you have to.
I was
have
just
to have
about to say
humility.
that.
Yeah,
you have to be able to make fun of yourself.
Like I don't take myself seriously, bro, and a lot of people do, and that's why they're unhappy. They take themselves too fucking seriously, bro. Who cares, bro? Like, climate change is gonna take this planet out. Let's be unserious, bro, for a few minutes. All this shit's not gonna matter when it's all said and done. Like, have a laugh about. Like, I'll be looking at myself.
You don't take anything with you when you die.
Exactly.
Everything just stays here. So it's up to you what you leave behind.
Exactly. And I'm like, bro, I'm not saying I don't take life seriously, but sometimes I really stop and be like, bro,
why am I panicking over this?
Yeah.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Exactly.
Like, me and my dad were talking about it. It's like relationships really shouldn't be all that complicated as they make it seem. And you watch these fucking movies where they're fighting back and forth and they have to figure things out. The Notebook, for example, bro. Like, that shit was pure drama. It's so romantic. No, the bitch didn't know what she wanted, and he was giving her all his heart, and this and that, and he couldn't realize that she was playing him. If you really think about it logically and stop, like, emotionally, it's like, oh, nah, bro, this movie wasn't like that. They didn't really love each other. They thought that they did. They felt like they did, but in reality, she didn't even want to give him a chance in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's, even at that. If they're not giving you a chance, it's like, why do you keep fighting for that chance?
And she always was, since you're so persistent, we can be a couple. Like, bro, come on. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Some people just shouldn't be worried about being in any type of relationship. Really, I'm chilling, bro. Like,
it'll come.
I'm a single dude. I'm doing my thing. I'm really locked in trying to make shit happen.
I just found out the definition of the word incel.
Oh, involuntary celibacy.
Yeah, like the guy, an incel, or what they said in the video that I was watching was like a person that sits behind a screen on the internet and truly believes to themselves in their heart that they will never find like someone to love. You know,
I think some of it also comes from entitlement. Like they think they deserve it, but then they don't get it.
you didn't put any of the work in.
And it's like, I don't know. And it's like this. The word is it's hilarious. I just hate, but I hate when people take a word from Twitter and they just start throwing around because then the meaning gets lost. Because anybody
in UFC, it's casual. People just be throwing the word casual out. Oh, you don't even fucking watch UFC. You're just such a fucking casual.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? You don't. I literally watch it every single day.
Yeah. And even if you are casual, the fuck cares, bro?
No, yeah, and even if I am casual, like I said something, now it's up to you to decide whether or not you agree with it or you disagree with it. But you can't just say you're wrong. Okay, why? Like, tell me why. Yeah, I'm interested.
People don't ever want to fucking...
Yeah.
Just, we can't actually have debates or conversations because people are so, well, no, you're wrong because you're wrong.
Like, dude, I'm so okay with being wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell me I'm wrong all you want, but like, at least back it up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, me and my boy Jemmy, he's a really big critic on Marvel. Yeah. He's like, you know what? I respect you if you actually come at me with some real like shit as to why you think this is good and saying, well, it makes me feel good, so it is good. Like, no, bro. I would rather you, tell me, hey, why did you like this part? What made you like this? And then I'm not just saying, oh no, you're wrong. Your opinion's wrong. Like,
oh, I do heroin every single fucking day because it makes me feel good. What? You're like, if you really think about it, that shit's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You're just thinking of that feel good. Stop it. Put it to the side, and you know that in reality,
it's not good for you, bro.
At all.
And like, really tell me why you like this shit. Like, really break it down. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I may not agree with liking it, but I can understand why you like it.
In first grade, we were thought about that. I forgot what it's called. A Venn diagram. Pros, cons, and something in between.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is bad, but this is good. But at the same time, they both...
You know, like people talk about the Mario movie, right? Like it's
they didn't even give it a chance, and they were already hating on it.
Yeah,
you know,
like Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's voice didn't even fucking be in it. I don't know why they gave that part to him. That's literally what they sound like on Twitter.
You know what's funny? They got on Chris Pratt
so fast
for like even for being a Republican or whatever, because I guess he went to a church that was like Republican based or something like that. They was like jumping on Chris Pratt immediately, and I'm like, well, we don't know if he's like, and even if he is, I don't care. Like, he's making movies that I seem to like, and like people, I feel like people have made politics like a
right or wrong. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, bro. And
you're either left or right. You're either pro this, pro that, or against this. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Instead of just like, all right, let's just think about this for a fucking second.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I am friends with people that I may not agree with politically, but we're still fucking friends because there are things much more important than politics that I value in a friendship. I don't care.
If you're breaking friendships because of politics, you should not be in politics.
You shouldn't be friends with, you should not. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, why the fuck, like, you're holding it over somebody's head? Like, and I get it. Like, I do get it. Like, there are certain issues that, you know, and I think that's okay, though. Like, you don't have to be with someone you agree with 24/7.
That's the whole point of this debate, that we're debating on, all right, I think this, I think that, let's find a common ground.
Exactly. That's what debates are. That's why.
But now it's like, I think this, I think that. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. I'm right.
Yeah, and I don't fuck with that.
We're not getting any progress done if everyone thinks they're entitled to their decision. Like, entitled to their decision.
Yeah, like that, and like the meaning of debate is just lost now because, again, it's everybody's voice matters. Cool, everybody's voice matters, but some people say the wrong thing and they're never told they're wrong. Yeah. And then when they're told they're wrong, you're a bigot. Oh, you're not cool. Like, so because I'm telling you that your opinion is, you should maybe have more of an open mind instead of being tunnel vision.
Then change my opinion. I'll sit here and change my opinion. I'll give you an hour actually, and I just won't say anything. Just try to change my opinion.
I remember.
Well, no, because you're fucking wrong. I shouldn't even have to. I'm not gonna waste my time. Like, all right, so then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and also I think a lot of people say change my mind, but they already have that bias where you're not gonna change my mind, and I feel like that's the wrong way to go about it. Like, I don't know if you know Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
At first, I used to like change my mind, but then I really looked at it. It's kind of condescending. He's kind of going to these liberal-esque like
no, you're wrong. Because look, if you think about it like this, he's not willing to hear people out.
Yeah, he's not. He hears them out, but he's already ready with the facts. I said, bro, you're not trying to change your mind. You're trying to tell people why they're wrong. Yeah, and that's not how you go about actually talking to real people in real time. This isn't Twitter. This isn't Twitter, bro. Like,
if you're asking people to change your mind, you have to allow yourself to get your mind changed.
Yeah, exactly. I may not agree with certain topics, but you need that, and that's where you come in. Like, hey, no, this is why climate change is important.
That's one of the biggest sentences in debating. It's that listen, I get what you're saying. I understand everything you say, and I do agree with some of the things you say, but I don't agree with this because this and this and this and that. And if we do this, this and this and that will occur. What do you think?
Right. That's why I'm like, when I'll watch people that, I may not agree with, but I want to hear them out.
Yeah.
At least. The least you could do to hear them out. Even if you don't agree with everything, at least you can understand, okay, he believes this is bad because that. I believe this is good because
Boom.
that.
Perfect. Andrew Tate. Even
Yeah.
saying the name, oh shit, they're about to talk about Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
Fuck.
And see, that's the thing about Andrew Tate, bro. Like, I have no opinion. I don't hate the guy. I just don't care, bro. Like, there's so many things. I could be worrying about making a sandwich and thinking about that.
Exactly.
And it's like, like you. Of course, people like he says things that are agreeable, but then he be going off the rails sometimes. Like, he'll say some shit that's like, yeah, men need to go to the gym and really get a support system and all that. And then he'll be saying some off the wall shit. All right, bro, that's where you lost me. Every fucking and that's how he gets his. He knows what he's doing though.
Yes, it's all calculated. Like, I get that, dude. He said some shit back in the day. Like, if you go back to his like past interviews or his past videos, like, oh shit, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be saying that. Like, just not like out of a wrong or right. It's just like out of common courtesy, we probably shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
But then like it comes to the thing of like, oh, you should be better, bro. You should be strong and confident so that way you can bring that onto your kids. You should be doing this and that so that way they don't have control over you. You should be, like that kind of advice. Yeah, but fuck him because he said, dude, you're not listening to what the fuck he's saying.
And like you don't have to agree with him.
Exactly. That's the beautiful thing about your mind.
You don't have to be his friend. Like he's not. I respect him at least putting himself out there and him like doing what he does. I don't have to like the dude, but I respect it. Like I'm not his biggest fan, but like people be telling me I be listening to the Top G and this, that, and the third, and I'm like, damn, bro. Like
when it's even that, like, okay, cool, you're listening, but you're just letting him think for you.
Exactly. Like you agree with everything he says. Like
now and that's that's why they wanted to cancel him because people were believing everything, but they don't get it. I've been studying Socrates with my dad, and the way he's thinking is like, listen, I'm not trying to influence you at all. I'm just telling you what I think, and it's up to you to think upon what I think.
You know what's funny? I think is Socrates the one that ended up in jail?
He got killed. He got sentenced to court and killed in the same day. The trial was in one day.
I could have swore was it his? I think it wasn't Aristotle, was it? That he was trying to break him out or something like that, right?
They told him like, well, why don't you run away? Like, dude, you did nothing wrong, and they're trying to tell you that you're gonna be in jail and they're gonna give you this, and if you drink this, you're gonna fucking die. Like, you can literally just run away. He's like, no. He said, because I know what I believe. I'm true to myself. They're killing me because they don't understand, but I know what I understand, and if I run away, everyone's gonna believe that I was a guilty man, and that's not what I am. So.
That's the thing. I think some people just need to double down, also too.
Bro, you gotta have some balls to do something like that.
You gotta double down. He doubled down and he died, bro, with no regrets, bro. You know what's funny? He was a deadbeat, bro. Like,
yeah,
he was a deadbeat.
He had nothing in his fucking life.
These bro's doing philosophy shit and he's not paying child support. That's hilarious. That's just funny to me, just thinking about that. Like, he was a deadbeat, and he's one of the greatest minds to ever live. I don't know.
No,
something about
he
that.
He doesn't believe that. He's like, all I know is that I know nothing. Think about that for a second. Yeah. I have this big ass mind that people are saying that you're so smart. Oh my god, the way you said that is so believable. I just said it. It doesn't really mean
it's common
anything.
sense.
Yeah, no, it's not even that. It's just a thought that he had. But because you think that it's so great, and because you think it's so great, it's great.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it all. Is like, I can say something, and to someone it might not mean shit. To someone else it might mean the world.
Yeah.
But to me, I just said it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of thinking.
Yeah, man. I think people just need to start thinking for themselves, like, and also just being more open-minded to ideas different to theirs.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it, but you have to hear that other person's side out and see why they believe this is the way it is, and then you can come to an understanding that we may not agree on the same things, but I understand where you're coming from. Like, I'll never force somebody to believe in the same religion I believe in, but
that's so stupid, bro. Yeah. I hate when people are like that. When they're like, you should believe this, you're wrong. You're Muslim and not Christian, or you're Christian and not Catholic.
I have a thing with white Christian people. I don't know. They're they appear very open and all this, but then, like, I don't know. This is my thing, right? And I might ruffle some feathers. I don't give a fuck. I don't believe that that we have a God that has made everyone in the perfect image, and you so happen to be gay and you can't you're not accepting. He's not accepting of your like you don't. He doesn't accept your love, or doesn't love. He loves you less because of that. That's stupid. That's
I've been
dumb.
thinking a lot about that actually, about God and religion. I'm not a religious person at all. And like to this day, I don't know if there was a person that walked the earth that was named. You know, it's even though it's been studied a lot, I still don't know. I haven't come up with that decision in my own mind, right? But what I have been learning is that religion is truly all about love, and it starts with yourself. If your God is in your mind. Now you can respect your God and really follow what He says. You know, love your neighbor, treat people with respect. You know, all these like principles that you should be following in your life because God said so. But in reality, it's because you think so. You know, I think that I should be a good person. I think that I should care for my siblings. I think that I need to be living a healthy life so that way I can be in great shape to perform for others as well. You know, not only for myself.
Exactly.
Or you can have a fucked up sense of a God of like, nah, I'm gonna kill this fucking puppy because my God said so. What?
And it's like, yeah, bro. And
You
like,
can't just go blame that on God. That's on you.
And it's like, what? I'm not. I mean, yeah, not to call out mainly white Christian people. I mean, Christians in general. Though, yeah, we love you. We love everybody. But if you're gay or you're trans,
You're going to fucking hell.
And it's funny because you don't have. Who are you to tell who is going to hell or who's going to heaven? You're no different than these people. People that are. You're flawed. Everyone's flawed. You have no right to be like, oh yeah, you're going to hell because in the Bible it says this.
Yeah.
But and it's like that's why I don't. And with religion, like it's weird. And I mainly see it with white Christians.
Yeah. And I can see how they can start thinking like that. And it's like in reality, like who gives a like if that person likes the same sex, like what's it to you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
And you could tell that religion has pretty much been like a thing. And like if it was, it's not a religious. But it's like religion has taken over somewhat of the political ecosphere. Like that's why they banned gay marriage, bro. It's like they don't believe religiously that's not their get down, bro.
But if you really think about it, there's also those people that are in the gay communities that are like, no, accept me. You have to accept me.
Yeah.
That's why there's those like big parades. And like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not going to be there because I know where I'm at. Exactly. I don't need to be half naked in the middle of the street with a rainbow flag in order for me to really express myself and for people to understand me. Yeah. Because now what I'm looking at is a bunch of grown ass people running around sexualizing each other in the middle of the street, wanting to be accepted.
And that's the thing.
You're not accepting yourself. Get down,
so it's like they can have their thing over there. Like I was just not like again. I was just like, why am I worrying about who's sleeping with who? Like I really don't give a fuck. And it's like like I get it. Like that's not your get down. Like like I may not. I'm this, but I'm not on what they're talking about. And that's fine.
And it's cool. You're gay. All right. Yeah. Simple as that. That's nothing. But now you're being kind of a whore. Let's just be honest, bro. And you're trying to make me. You're demanding respect from me to allow you to be a whore. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna, dude. You have to earn your respect. I can't respect you for wanting to sleep with every single person that comes your way.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do like when it comes to the LGBT community, like they feel like they're being forced to literally
exactly, and that's the problem.
But at the same time, that's my thing about me. I'm like, I think everyone has the right to live the life they want to live. If that's how they want to live, who cares? World. I'm just not gonna be there. Like I don't need to worry about it. And
like, but don't start bringing your bullshit to other people, you know. And whichever like case scenario it may be, like if you're thinking about like, for example, if you're like doing film, like good, you're doing good, but if you start trying to like, no, you must like film. Like some people just don't like movies. They just would rather read a book or would rather go on a jog in the mornings. You know, that's just not their thing. Yeah. And you have to be able to accept that too.
Yeah, I think being not being liked everywhere. There's always gonna be not everyone's gonna like you. And it's like, with me, it's like, again, I'm just the type of person where if you do right by me, I do right by you. That's literally my politics. That's my only policy. And it's
because it's like
simple.
It's like I'll give you respect, but only because you're giving yourself respect, and by that you're showing me respect. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the way it works. But if I'm giving you respect and you're not respecting yourself, like bro, now I'm just thinking of you as somebody who's just disrespectful. So what's the point of me even giving you any common courtesy? You know?
Yeah, man, I agree. And it's like, bro, like and like, yeah, again, you can live the life you want to live if you're whatever that is that you believe in and what it is that you do. I just want I want you to do right by me, and I'll do right by you, and just not try to like force or do anything upon me that's like it's gonna make me look at you different or whatever.
Like do you like be happy as much as you can? That's all I want for everyone in this world, to be as happy as they fucking can, doing whatever they want to do. But when you're causing problems and you think it's making you happy, and not even causing problems, but when you're like affecting the life of others and it's making you happy, that's being selfish at that point. You know, it's like everyone needs to be happy in their own way, but it's not up to you to decide how someone should be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So,
and that brings the negative and positive things in life. You know, you can be happy doing the bad things, that's going to be on you, or you can be happy doing the positive things, and that's going to spread to everyone else. And right now we're in a bunch of negative. Yeah. You know.
So wait, how long have we been?
It's been 2 hours and 4 minutes, my guy.
Yeah, we're getting 2 hours. So
any final thoughts, man? I feel like we should end it up here. 2 hours and 4 minutes isn't like a great time.
Is a great time.
We had a great conversation, man.
Let's see. Well, let me end it off. Let me promote myself.
Yeah, man. Tell them everything about you. You're movie director. Let's go.
So, right now, I'm directing a few projects. I'm doing some choreography. So, Daydream Hero, still in production. We're about wrapping up right now. Starting the next production, which is Phantom Stalker. It's about a serial killer and a bystander that get into a scuffle. Don't want to say too much, but it is what it is. I'm also working on a Double Dragon homage project called Double Dragon Scorpion Rising, which, if you know anything about the video game, it's about two twin brothers that practice martial arts, and they fight, and they're really good. What else? I'm also working on Heroes of the Supreme Dawn, which is more of a visual effects heavy film and stuff, where it'll still have my martial arts action in it, but also I want to try video game style action as well.
Yeah.
And try to implement
that'd be fun for sure, dude.
And then something like that. I'm also trying to do. There's a I'm still working. This isn't confirmed, but I just need to work it out. I would like to do a Yu Yu Hakusho homage film.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of the anime.
I don't think I have.
Yeah. If you like Dragon Ball Z, I
love Dragon Ball Z, bro.
So you'll definitely like Yu Yu Hakusho for sure. I'm trying to do a homage film, something in vein of Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. You're getting the idea.
And then also there's a project I'm in the works of writing called like Big Brother, which is something short, very short. And then I'm just working on writing other projects. There's one project I'm writing with someone you may know. I'm trying to get some working with him.
Yeah.
Trying to put that together. And I'm just, and also I'm gonna be in a series called Interior Blank Space. So I'm in that. So I'm gonna be glad when that comes out. Other than that, and then also I'm working with Nathan Contreras, dope guy. I'm gonna be the villain and also the action choreographer in his film Noir, I believe it's called.
Nice, man.
So I'm pretty busy. And then other than that, I'm just working. I'm just doing my own shit. Just constantly trying to get better at film, train, just
practicing your craft. Yeah.
Practicing, yeah. Whether it's going to Firestorm, whether it's editing, putting a fight together, stuff like that. That's definitely something I'm always striving to do. And then hopefully I just get better, and then the money and everything will follow. I just want to worry about getting better first.
And I think that's true. Like, if you really put your entire self into something, money will definitely come. There's no way. You're telling me that if you do things religiously for 5 years, right? For 5 years, you're doing it as much as you can. You're really passionate about it. You really put your mind into it, your entire self into it. Money's going to come.
Exactly.
There's no way success won't come. Exactly. Not even if it's not money, success will definitely come.
Yeah. Somehow, some way. Everything I'm doing, I'm working towards something.
It's gonna pay off. You feel it in you, and that's what you got to hang on to.
Exactly. And I have a great group of friends. I have a great family that is behind me that fucks with what I'm doing, and they see that I'm doing it, and they just see I'm doing my best. So that's really what matters. I don't even care if I don't become rich off this. I just want people to see what I'm doing and want them to inspire themselves to do better.
One thing that I've learned is that it's yourself first, your health. You want to be prepared for other people. You want to have number 2, your relationship in check. Have your family there loving you. You love your family. Make sure all that, because people, there's this whole thing of like trying to leave your family. But it's like, no, bro. Those are the people that are gonna stand by with you to the very end. So you better make sure that everyone there is collectively as a unit. If someone's not getting it, you have to get them on track. And even if it's taking you a hard time, you gotta get them on track, because that's your kingdom, that's your foundation, that's royalty right there. You gotta think about it like that, you know. And then third, after yourself, after all your relationships, it's money, because money can buy the rest, you know. So that's like what you gotta have in check, you know. Have yourself, do what you love, have that support system with you, and make sure that they know that you love them, you know, and that they love you. And then after that, the rest is gonna come, you know.
No, most definitely, man.
But this has been the Kickback podcast episode. Share everything where you're at so they can go and find you.
All right, so let's see. Well, I got my YouTube TKO Action Cinema, so it's TKO Action Cinema. We got my Instagram, which is NNanyere, which is AYY with three Y's, and then my name. That's my Instagram and Snap, and then I'm on Twitter too, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
NNanyere, and then hopefully these products come out and people see what I'm capable of, and they just love me, seeing me and stuff, man. I'm just trying to promote positivity.
Yeah, man. Get yourself everywhere and share that love, man.
Yeah, man. And to all you people out there, man, I just want to say sorry, been here a little too long, but
no, bro.
I just want to fucking say that I don't care who the fuck is telling you can't do shit. Just fucking do it, bro. Because this world's crazy as shit. We don't have much time. We don't know, and none of us know how much time we have on this planet. The best thing we can do for ourselves is to do what we want and do what we can, and just make shit happen. Whether it's going to school, getting that new job, you know, it doesn't matter. Do something, and then also find something that makes you happy. And really try to live intentionally, as my mom would say. Live intentionally, be purposeful at everything you do, and shit, you might see a difference. You might see a change, man. And
big one, yeah.
That's what I want to do. That's definitely what I'm trying to do. Shout out to moms for all the wisdom, and dad, and just everybody in my family that, you know. But yeah, live intentionally and just fuck what other people are saying. Even if it's your own parents, just do what you got to do. They'll understand. They'll love you. They'll love you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But if you do what you got to do, and it's in your heart, it's in your desire, and you have a fucking fire in your stomach telling you, I got to do this, they will fucking be proud of you because you pursued some shit. Even in the midst of them saying, no, we don't agree with it.
Yep.
Because that's respect, bro.
Yeah, that's bringing people into your world that you created, you know?
Exactly.
They got to be part of it.
And I'm just glad now that my mom's really seeing the work I'm putting in with this film shit. And that's what I wanted the whole time. And now it's like okay, I'm moving on now. Not to say that I don't care about it, but that pat on the back I wanted. Now that I got it, it felt good for like 15 seconds. Now I'm just
you got
working.
that sense of closure in that part, yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm just working.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Just thank you for having me, man. I'm a fan of the Kickback.
Thanks for coming
podcast.
on, man. It's a good 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's
bro.
crazy. If you guys happen to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so that way you guys can be notified every single time that we upload a podcast. We're going to have more guests coming on. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Of course, man.
First guest back on. That's crazy.
Just
thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you. See you later.